Trying to get it going. Been fighting with it a little bit. But, hi. Hi!
We're live.
We're live. Trying to get things set up to have a computer that can actually kind of run the stream and run the chat, plus have the computer that has all the laser software installed so I can run the laser.
And we have a laser today.
And we have a laser today, yes. Hopefully. Actually, we should have a laser today. What I hope we have today is a fan to get the smoke out so we don't choke ourselves to death.
No dying.
Or are forced into opening up the doors and freezing. So those are the two things that we're trying to laser without choking and freezing.
Yeah, I got my big coat today, so I'm prepared.
Oh, that's good.
And I have a sweater. And I have lots of layers on. We good.
Okay, good. I'm wearing a t-shirt. Hello, it's Sunday. Welcome to the Odin Makes Sunday live stream. Hi, my name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And today we're going to actually try to work on the Proton Packs. Really, honestly, for real, honest this time, for sure. They're definitely doing it. One of the things I was working on last night and realizing that it was a better plan to try and get this going during the live stream. Although I put it off because last night I was like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Was to go ahead and continue doing some of the laser cutting that I was doing for the packs and figuring out some of the parts, but just go ahead and doing it live because that's kind of what we've been trying to do.
Right, so people could see us, all our suffering, our craziness, and...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. It also kind of realized that, well, if I get all these plywood pieces cut that I wanted to make that can be glued into the Proton Packs to support the electronics, the batteries, the speakers, and in all honesty, to give it a little more stiffness, if I had them all cut out, we'd just glue them in and we'd be done in like half an hour. So why not go ahead and figure out the parts live and really stretch it out to fill 3 hours? What do you think?
I feel like we can make 3 hours out of any.
Yeah, we probably make 3 hours out of a sentence. This is true.
Yes, we can diddle-daddle, that's for sure.
Not a problem. So today we've got dual computers set up, which is nice. I've borrowed a laptop. So I've got chat on my side. Felicia's got chat on her side. For the most part, Felicia will be paying attention to chat, I think. But I do have the ability to see it as well. Oh, I think you're still on top comment, not on live.
Oh, you are right. I am on top chat.
And this is primarily because the software that I want to use in order to control the laser is only on this laptop out here. I don't have it installed on that one, and I just don't want it because not really my... That was last week. Here, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and at some point in time, I will also remember to turn my alarm off because I'm not gaming with Strict this week like I did last week.
We are only live.
That's fine. Hey, Will Connors is here. All right. So we'll both go ahead and...
Morning, Dan Does Junk.
Hello, Marvel Guy.
Hello, Ad Vixen.
And Ralph Morick. Oi, right back to you.
Will Connors, hello.
Shop Gremlin posted my Patreon.
Oh, nice.
Afternoon, evening to some. I'm not... Oh, thank you. Posted the link to Patreon. Thank you, Shop Gremlin.
Yes.
Hi. My brain works. No, it doesn't.
Steve D's here saying we can hear and see you. So we are live.
Oh, good. Oh, and Shady's here. He woke up. That's awesome. Hi, guys. Watching while crafting from Aria 51. Nice.
Nice. What project are you guys working on?
Now,
because I usually am hemming when I actually watch our streams.
Right. I'll be honest. I never watch our streams back.
I used to not, and I used to.
Okay.
And then I went to not doing it, and then I started again.
Started again? Yeah.
Yeah. So, depends. But if I need background noise, and also Bruno likes it when I put it on as background noise because it's us having a conversation and he doesn't feel alone.
Okay, I get that.
And Bruno likes you.
Oh, that's awesome. I like Bruno. I actually do. I know
He's a terrible dog. I love him to death, but he is a terrible dog.
Try and say it nicely, but yeah.
Like, everybody kind of comes to this conclusion that Bruno is awful. Like, the thing is he knows better and chooses to be bad. Like, if there's he chooses.
Yes. To quantify it, why do I think Bruno's a bad dog? Because he behaves like a dog. He acts like a dog. He likes to,
He will pee on it.
He's a walking sprinkler. That's pretty much what it is.
He will pee on it. If he wants it, he will go for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There really isn't anything else.
Bruno Safa. He is what he is, and he will.
Yeah.
But I love him to death. He is a sweetheart, but he is a bad dog. And like my little brother, he's like, don't call him that. That's not nice. End of the day, he's a bad dog.
Yeah, he's a bad dog.
Love him. Doesn't mean I don't, but...
But we do have Bruno here in spirit.
Right, the little Bruno doggy.
Well, I closed the window, but that's fine. This window's still open.
Oh,
RA51. Oh, he's working on the Hydro Stomper. Very cool. I will let you know that I did not know that was your name. That's Joker's Wild Cosplay.
Oh.
What's
his name?
Area 51.
Oh, I would have never guessed. I would.
Yeah, which is possibly a play on Area 51, because there's an opera style called an aria, I think, or an aria. I've never heard it pronounced, so I'm wondering if that is a phonetic
version of
aria. What do you call it when two words sound the same? Homonym, right?
Homonym.
So I don't know, but hey, how's it going, Joker's Wild Cosplay? And your Hydro Stomper's looking really good. I know he had concern about some of the parts he's putting on as the artist he's seeing as potentially being crooked. It's like, dude, you're going to be fine. Not only are you making a battle-hardened, probably cast-iron mech suit from the 40s, you then want to battle damage it and have it look like you've stomped Hydra with it. So if a couple little things are bent, it's just going to add character to it, and you're okay.
People pay extra for that.
Yeah, actually, people go out of their way to try and do things like that.
Exactly. So. We used to get paid to do shit like that. Like they'd be like, "Look at this beautiful, perfect, pristine thing. Can you guys please battle damage it for us?"
Right. I need to make this look like it's used. I'm about ready. I'm helping a friend do a Mandalorian suit, which, for whatever reason, didn't occur to me until Felicia walked in. Well, you're shooting that, right? Huh?
People would want to see that, right?
So it's going to be all 3D printed, and I found a jumpsuit on Etsy that could be made and sent over, which is just... This thing just needs to be done, right? I'm not making any particular Mando. I'm making Rando Mando, which is actually kind of cool. And all the armor pieces are going to be 3D printed. And I found a jumpsuit on Etsy, a Mandalorian suit, that's going to be... It's right there with being cheaper than I can make it, but it's certainly cheaper with my time than I can make it. And it's probably better quality than I can make it.
Oh, yeah, no. Honestly, as somebody who knows how to sew, I choose not to.
Yeah.
All the time, because it's expensive. Let's just admit it, that material is not cheap.
No, it's not.
Like fabric, thread, details, fun things like trims and laces and ribbons, like the little tiny things.
Yeah, and it's covered in Velcro and large zippers.
Yeah, and it exponentially just gets more and more expensive. And it's like, oh, I need a little bit of trim, but then it goes around the circumference of this and the circumference of this. And stuff.
Yeah.
It gets out of hand really quickly. Like, even with formal wear, it's ridiculous. So if I can buy it already done, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no but I made it myself. No, if I didn't have to make it myself, it's the best. I make it myself because I can't find it already made. At least that's my motivation for making most things in general. Yeah. It doesn't exist, or I can't afford it, but I can make it happen with the resources I have. Done.
So, now I forgot where I was going with it, but that's okay.
Mando, you should be filming it, because people would love that shit, and then you ordered the base plate part because you don't want to have to start from scratch, because that's a pain in the ass. And I remember all that.
I was trying to remember why I brought it up. That's okay.
Because it's cool.
It's a project you're working on. I'm working on. All right, that's what I'm working on.
It's what your brain is thinking of.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's one of those... I am still having trouble getting myself started on projects. I know back here somewhere that I've got, a number of things that I'd love to build. Now, this is like 5 things on my fans, right? This is a way of counting. It's so hard to get motivated just to get started.
Oh yeah, it's even harder when you're filming it, because you don't want to go in front of the camera, you don't want to film, you just want to work on something, but you feel guilty because now I'm working on something and it's not being filmed.
Right? And if I want to, here's something else that's fun. If I want to build something, I'm inspired to build something, it's easy enough to just go out and do it. But if I want to film it, now I have to clean the shop, I have to set up the cameras, I have to shower, I would usually want to shave, I didn't today, either one of those. But, sorry. No. But, these are all things that is part of how I want my videos to be, so those are steps I have to accomplish before I can just go outside and work on something.
Right. I have not gone live this year because of all those exact reasons.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you. I made it.
And speaking of going live, Joe and I were this close to starting the On Geek podcast tonight. At this point, it looks like Joe's going to come over here, and we will do the recording of the podcast here. And the plan is to record it because he wants to be able to edit it down and have it be more concise in what he wants. But by doing it here in this space, we can also stream it out live for all of you on Discord and all of you on Patreon. So we still have a live interaction, but with select few people, not with everybody, right? So it's going to be a benefit for you guys. I'm sorry I've been talking about this forever, but Joe was way keen on that idea when I brought it up. He woke up with a scratchy throat this morning. He's like, I can't in good conscience come over tonight and bring you guys whatever I have if I have something. Yeah, it's like, I get it. All good.
Thank you. Appreciated.
Now, at the same time, I didn't warn you guys it was happening because, this is going to be the first one, and we've been trying for a while to make this happen, and it just hasn't. But, coming maybe later this week. What's going to happen is going to be California evenings a lot, which unfortunately isn't very fair for my European friends because that's going to put it right in the middle of your night.
Yeah.
But that's the time that Joe and I can do it, is after work.
Right.
So, unfortunately, yeah.
It's crazy how many times I've gone live late, and it's just like, you guys are crazy. I'm like, well, it's just what?
Yeah, it's just. I was talking to Spicy Thai Design yesterday, which is really fun for me. Spicy Thai Design is I know him through Instagram, cosplayer who actually lives in New Zealand and works at Weta, right? For whatever reason, just connected on Instagram because I built something and he liked it, and I looked at his stuff and I liked it, and then all this other detail came out later. Anyway, he was just checking in with me and saying hi yesterday and talking about a project he wants to come up doing soon, and because he's going to be using a pattern that I had done, but I'm going to leave it off this live stream. I talked about it in Discord, but I'll leave it off this live stream because it's his project. But I realized that even though it was 3 p.m., 4 p.m. for me yesterday, it was probably Sunday morning for him.
Right?
Right? But fun.
I don't mind the place that I'm on in this globe, but I'm trying to be considerate.
Right. I don't mind where I'm standing on this globe, but realizing that I'm at the hind end of the day cycle for the planet. So when it's time for me to be up and moving, most other people aren't. So all of you who are watching from abroad late in your evening or winding down this evening watching this, greatly appreciate it and appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Steve D. Ed Vixen says, tell Joey to record some ADR while he has his sick voice. It's good for sound bits. Dan Does Junk says, you reminded me of that to make Mando gauntlets for a friend. Dan, I've currently got, I don't know how many different variations of Mando gauntlets downloaded because I'm trying to make Rando Mando. I even found a whipcord launcher that I retextured slightly in order to move it over to the right gauntlet. Because I found, I don't know. Basically, I printed 2 left gauntlets, flipped one, so you could have 2, to have a matching set of gauntlets. But they aren't Whistling Bird, and they aren't Bo-Katan's, hidden blade, and they aren't Boba Fett's flamethrower. It's like I kind of want it, but anyway. There's still going to be a lot of Mando Beskar armor, because honestly, looking at all the free STLs that are online, those are the ones that actually look good. A lot of the fan-made free armor, I look at it and go, that's just a sheet of foam cut. Why do I need to 3D print that? I was looking for something dimensional. I was looking for something that had whatever, and I could do it in foam, but I just wanted to 3D print this. Believe it or not, I just wanted to 3D print it.
Well, because all the other pieces are 3D printed.
Yeah.
So it needs to just fit with consistency. But
Right.
I get where you're like, that's foam, and I don't want to waste the 3D printing on a foam thing.
Right?
I get it.
But at the same time, as far as, hey, is Odin coming around to 3D printing? Yeah, I have been for a couple of years now. I know I badmouthed it way back in the day, and I'm very sorry for having that recorded. It's been really nice to be able to sit in... my house is a makerspace. It's really nice to be able to sit, and even while working from home, I can click over on a break, and I can tell the bamboo printer to start printing on the next armor piece, double check that it's going, and then go back to work, and it's just printing while you work, like whistling while you work, right? So yeah, totally get when you have a machine that's dialed in, a machine that works, 3D printing, and let it do its thing, and you can do something else, even if what you're doing is sleeping. Foam doesn't work that way.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my air fryer.
There you go.
I don't even have to pay attention about burning down my house. I can just walk away and come back to fried chicken.
Now we're all going to sing Talking Heads from the 80s. Burning down the house.
Is that the heater?
That's the heater they kicked on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a gas heater, so it's a little jet engine in the corner. There's going to be lots of noises today, guys, so don't freak out about hearing the heater. The laser makes noises when we kick it on. I'll be using my X-Tool P2 laser that they sent me to make a video review on a while ago, and if you look at my content, I never did. I'm really sorry, X-Tool. It's an awesome machine, and I set up a camera so we can actually see it kind of work a little bit.
Right now, it just looks like a black screen, but it is.
Yeah, right now it's just a black screen because the light's off.
But you want to see? It's right here.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. You see that light across the top? That's a little bit of light sneaking in. There it is. There's Felicia's hand. So we've got a camera pointed at the cutting surface, so we'll be able to actually see it work.
When we start cutting, because we are going to cut things out like this. This isn't like plastic; it's just painted blue.
Yep.
Board.
This
leftover from
a Gonzo project.
Yeah.
So
random projects we've worked on.
So that was the first. Look at Felicia, get me on track. So this was the first couple iterations of trying to measure out the box of the Proton Pack that has the lights, right?
Yeah.
So I measured the tape measure. That was a little big. So I measured again. That fit better. That actually did fit with a little bit of force, which I was okay with.
You can smoosh it.
Yeah, you can smoosh it in there.
And it'll hold in with friction.
But what I did was
rounded it off.
I rounded off the holes in order to fit the LEDs better. Because that first one I cut to fit what we cut on the foam, but having the LEDs fit seemed like a better choice.
It looks pretty.
So we need to cut another one of those because I've only got the one cut so far, and then needed a way to mount this other than tape. So I started cutting out little fiddly bits of plywood with a couple of holes because it's got 2 mounting holes on the circuit board. And it took a couple of tries to get the holes to line up, but I finally have a piece that not only lines up with those mounting holes, but has a cutout so we can still get to these buttons, because we might have to add a little hole here so we can just kind of
turn them on and off.
Yeah, if we wanted. I don't really think I care, but I think I want to have the option of not caring.
Yes, agreed. They're there. The buttons are there. We might as well make them usable.
Right. So what I might end up doing is just drilling a hole through the foam, maybe super gluing in a little piece of brass rod, so we can just reach in with an Allen key or something else and click the buttons. And all it's going to do is change the speed of how things work. But whatever.
See, it fits in right here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Whatever you need to do.
I was just tilting so they could see where we were going to put this piece.
Good. So we have this piece, and then what I wanted to do, it's way time to go public, isn't it?
Jeez, today has flown by, but we are trying to do lasers here, people.
Well, it feels like I just started and I got more time, only I don't because it took me too long to get started.
It's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras that all need to be focused and turned on.
And then ran into...
not trip over the cords and the cables.
Not tripping over the cords and the cables, trying to hook up an exhaust fan for the laser. And then ran into weirdness of just by moving my laptop from that side of the table to this side of the table, it suddenly wouldn't connect to anything. So a hard reboot later of the streaming hardware. And hey, there it is. Thanks. So...
Yeah.
But hey, we're public now. Hello, we've only been on for about 20 minutes because we got a late start. But if somebody jumped that quickly on the notification, you're freaking awesome. And hi, welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. My name's Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And we're reliving our intro we just did. But we're currently talking about how we're going to be...
I'm in a different outfit.
You are. You costume change. You're right.
No, I just...
So we're talking about how what I really want to do today is laser cut wooden pieces to be able to put onto the Proton Pack to give us some really sturdy places to mount the physical stuff.
Yes, last week.
Yeah, all the
2
stuff we
weeks
talked
ago.
about last week, including I went to Ace this morning and picked up some hardware because I needed hardware to mount the circuit boards. But there's also this hose piece that is what helps hold the. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Helps hold the ribbon cable on. So once you start twisting the ribbon cable, one of those is in the center to help the...
Four?
Yeah, 4's fine.
Just this is the
This guy here, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Fancy.
Wow, the button's hard to get to. Once and twice. There it is.
Right on top of the light bulbs.
So
that's
one of these
holding
guys.
The ribbon cables.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay. Sorry. I forgot that we have to keep that string
that's okay.
active.
Interesting. It's not working the same as it does. So one of these. Anyway, if anyone's watching, hopefully this is the right thing. I'm looking at the wrong. I'll talk to the camera we just cut from. Hi.
We're live.
So I picked up a couple of these, help us with the ribbon cable.
And we have
I got
our
two
ribbon
different sizes.
cables that actually work, which are amazing.
Yes.
We're not struggling with our tape because that was a bad idea.
That was a bad idea.
It was fun that we now know.
Right.
Because I
wanted
am
it
so
to work.
stubborn that I wanted it to work, and I'm like, I can do this. No.
Right. And I can't remember exactly what Chris did, Lost Wax Oz, because I swear
I think he printed it
he
out.
printed it out
and then
taped it and then did that.
Which
to
looked really good.
It did look really good.
And it worked
totally
way
worked.
better than what we did.
It did, actually. It did. It really worked better than what we were trying to do. Yeah.
So much better. Hey, I don't care how it gets done if it gets done. There's a million ways to do anything wrong.
Yes. So absolutely, if you need to make Proton Packs, you need to make stunt background packs in a hurry, print out those cables and
put
packing tape it, and you're good to go. That's
way better than real cables. And
Even on stage, that'll look just fine. Yeah.
And be way cheaper.
It'd be way cheaper.
We learned our lesson.
We did. So yeah, the big plan was to play with the laser.
Lasers!
And that's why we got two computers, because I'll be creating some of the parts while we're talking, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't hogging the computer and that Felicia and I could also talk to you guys, because if I become hyper-focused on that and I'm hogging the computer, she's left juggling. Which I'm not sure how good you are at that.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, okay.
No. I can do a handstand, but I can't juggle.
Gotcha.
There you go. Hello, Louis Cossie. DJ
Louis Cossie's here.
Stumpy.
Sweet.
Oh, Smeg, you've been going 20 minutes, and I just got the notification. That thing looking good. Haven't watched in the last couple streams. That's okay. We're actually going to make progress today. We got lasers. They're coming up.
So, DJ Stumpy Smeg, I've been going for 20 minutes, but we've only been public for like 5. So you were right on it. Usually the stream starts early for my Patreon and Discord members, right? It's just kind of a early access thing that's fun to do, a perk. But in order to keep the URL the same for everyone, I just clicked the stream over to being public. So you were right there, DJ. How's it going?
Sebastian Chavez. Hi, Odin and Felicia. How are you doing? Greetings from La Paz, Bolivia. Ooh.
From Bolivia? Nice.
Welcome.
What's fun is I think Bolivia is still 3 or 4 hours ahead of us, isn't it? Because isn't the majority of South America east of Florida? Because mentally the continents do this, but they don't. The continents kind of come. You've got from what? I'm looking at the map backwards.
We're definitely learning our time zones.
Yeah.
Like
those hand gestures are great without context. But it's the states. You got Florida, and because Central America does this lovely curve thing, and then it comes down, and
then it curves back out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Welcome.
I can't explain to you properly how exciting and fun it is to me to be able to talk to people all over the world, and that people from all over the world want to tune in and talk to us. That is
right.
Freaking cool.
It's amazing being part of this global audience.
So thank you. Much appreciated that you guys are tuning in. Much appreciated that you're tuning in from Bolivia. And it's just really cool to me. Pre-internet, my version of doom scrolling was to look at the atlas and look at maps and look at the encyclopedia maps and see where things were and how rivers cut through and eroded the ground. And that was, because I got
excited. I saw an encyclopedia at a used bookstore, and I was like, that is so cool. And then I realized that is such antiquated technology that it's not practical to own. It's just going to take up space. So I walked away.
It is.
But the little kid in me was like, ooh.
Right. Oh, look, it's hard copy of Wikipedia. Yeah, and half the information it's outdated or updated. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do love books, and I still have hard copies of, I just got 100 Dresses That Changed Fashion or something like that. It was a really cool looking book. Eye candy.
Cool.
It's just I can sit there and just eat those books up.
And so this is, I'm sure this is spanning more than just the past 20 years. This is
yeah.
Gonna be,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It goes way back, and
that's cool.
Influential dresses, and I'm like, a lot of them I recognize for
Right.
their influence and stuff like that, but I just love it. Like, there's things that I'm just like, I will eat up a book, both a pictorial book
Sure.
or an informational book. And I get less distracted on a book that is tangible than a book that's on my phone, because there's a million things to look at on my phone.
Right. Well, I'm looking at my phone, things pop up wanting my attention.
Ooh,
Although
yeah,
I try to turn
that.
a lot of those pop-up notifications off. Yeah.
I never do pop-ups because I am... Welcome to the ADHD stream.
Welcome to the ADHD stream.
Where we're self-diagnosed. No.
Yes.
But yeah.
Hopefully...
Jumping over... Walker Innovations. Oh, hi Odin and Felicia. Just out of curiosities, have you guys seen any of the Sonic movies? When I saw the third one on premiere night, I was going insane, almost jumping out of my seat. Yes, I did. I absolutely loved them. My only criticism is that one guy, I forgot it, the main character guy.
The hero or Dr. Robotnik?
No, I love Dr. Robotnik.
Okay.
The hero guy that's not Sonic. He just looked like he was in a different room than Sonic. It just felt like.
Oh, well,
if that makes any sense.
In effect.
He was. I just really felt it.
Okay.
Like him, if you took him out of the movies, I would have loved the movies.
So ditch rando human guy that was ever part of the video game. What a shock.
But love Dr. Robotnik. Love Sonic.
Okay.
Hey, it beeped at us. Look, we can see it. Camera 3. Look, that's the printer, the cutter thing with the
printer
holes.
cutter thing with some of the parts that I cut out with. Yeah, I'm starting to boot up the X2.
So it's not just a black screen.
Yay!
But anyways, distracted. But yes, I saw the movies, loved them. What's his face? I could forget about him. Obviously did.
Obviously did. But totally happy with Jim Carrey and Robotnik.
Loved him so much. I was so glad that he took on that role because his heart was in it and it was beautiful.
That's awesome. I have to be honest, I haven't seen any of them. But I have seen the Chip and Dale adventure where they come across Ugly Sonic, so I've seen that one.
I didn't hate Ugly Sonic, but I loved the Sonic they have. There's a reason, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, the movie would not have
been this good.
No, but the fact that they were able to put that asset into another movie was great. that he's well known well enough from having one trailer. Yeah,
right?
And if just by chance that was actually a marketing ploy, which I'm pretty sure it wasn't because they tortured a bunch of VFX guys. Yeah. Brilliant. But because they tortured a bunch of VFX guys, not brilliant. So I'm really sorry to the team that had to work crazy overtime to fix.
Sometimes design by committee ends up with weird things like that.
Yes.
And
especially an out of touch committee.
There you go. Like, committees can make and break projects. That's why, I feel like we really found our community there for a moment that was just really pumping out really great things.
Yes.
And then we all had to move on. But, when you get, a good people, and then things just come out really fun and fast and amazing.
Yep.
But then there's also sometimes you get a committee, and then you're just like, we can't get anything done because too many people are stirring the pot, and you're like...
Yep. One of the big issues with Play was it was 3 or 4 companies that came to Play Incorporated is a company I worked for back in the 90s. They created video editing hardware pre-HD. Back when computers were so called Pentiums.
He was streaming before it was cool.
I was streaming before it was... I was doing live streams in the 90s, guys. But because all these companies came together, everyone became a vice president. You had 3 presidents, right? Or 2. Maybe it was just 2. And then you had 13 vice presidents. And everybody wants to do a thing. Nobody's willing to put their name down as signing off on it until one person does, and everybody else just blindly signs it and follows along. So, but that one person was never consistent. This is designed by committee bitching, right? So it was this ridiculous, sometimes weeks-long process to get, could you guys, we need to go to the show, you wanted to go, if we go now, we'll save $1 million if we just go, and they're like, it's like, so they burnt up all their money, burnt up their company because they wouldn't make a decision.
I can see that happening. Walker Innovation says, so the streamer and the viewers of the stream, how are all y'all doing today? I hope you're very well. I'm doing okay. I'm here. We're live. We're making things. Odin's putting new wood into the laser cutter so we can burn the lasers.
Burn stuff.
Adventures of Alex Stoner says, hey Odin,
Sweet.
how you been? And then he says, hi Felicia, how are you? Doing well. How are you?
Hello, Alex.
Richie Boone. Lately I've been working on Ghostbusters Afterlife Egan cosplay. Got the coveralls for Christmas and the 2 patches I embroidered by hand myself. That is awesome. Congratulations. And that's amazing. I'm stealing his old coveralls because I'm doing the Phoebe look where it's all rolled up.
Yeah, which is great. I get no problem with that. My old ones don't fit me anymore. I got a little too big. They were a tight fit then.
I was going to use the ones from Broadway Costumes, which had the same effects and issues, so I was like, whatever, we'll go with it. But I love that you embroidered the patches by hand, because in my head, that's what I would do.
Gotcha.
I don't have to, so I'm not going to, but...
Oh, I should probably do that, huh?
But that's kind of where my head goes to first. Like, oh, I can make that.
Yeah.
Maker's gonna make, right?
Yep, Maker's gonna make, Builder's gonna build. So I'm gonna unplug camera.
Oh, Walker Innovation. Tom is who you're talking about. The random human guy in the Sonic movies.
Random human guy. Who's this dude?
I think, isn't he the guy who used to play Superman on Smallville?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel bad, because I like him, but I just not in that movie. Marvel Guy, do you know how much education it would take to get monetization part of YouTube's successful channel? No.
None.
Technically none. I'm not monetized, so I wouldn't know.
Right.
You got monetized.
I got monetized.
You started off with DIY Prop Shop, but that was because we were working at Smosh. They came up to him, and then you did things, and then you're like, oh, I could do this myself, and then...
And so I did.
And then during Panorama, I just came over here and was like, hey, let's do a live stream.
Sure.
So, but no, I don't know how to make money off of this.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
And to answer another question you're trying to throw out there, Marvel Guy, about podcasting with PBS, or I think it was taking a tour to PBS station and then talking about their podcasting guys and wanting to know about how to learn how to do a podcast. Just start. Honestly,
University of YouTube is a thing. People do have lots of information, and no, there's no rich. Just ignore the get rich.
Yeah, there's no get rich
guys. It's not going to happen. But hustling does. You do have to hustle, and you do have to make product. Oh, not product, but you do have to produce content.
Right. Yes. And while we do kind of ramble and drag things out and don't have a super hyper focus, we kind of do at the same time because it's about cosplay and costumes and building and making. So if you want to do a podcast, with an emphasis on
foam.
Yeah. So if you want to do a podcast, make sure you're picking something that you're going to enjoy talking about long term, and that you have enough content to talk about. So you don't want to hyper specialize on one thing that's only 5,000 years old, because you might run out of information a little quickly.
So if you could talk about it for hours, go for it. Sebastian Chavez. Odin, I have a question.
Sure.
When you did the Peacemaker helmet, did you want to do the gun from Peacemaker from the series? Like when you're doing the helmet, were you thinking about the gun?
Right. That's right. Yeah. I'll plug in the computer so you guys can see what I'm doing on the computer too. Except I can't duplicate my displays. I'm either only working on the over there, or I'm only working here. I can't do both.
No worries. I'll talk to them while you're chatting.
So the Peacemaker gun. We could probably mess around. I'll just move the window over there. I had no problem making the Peacemaker's gun, right? Peacemaker's got a fun Desert Eagle gun, but the issue is
it's a gun.
It's a gun, and YouTube does not like guns. Maybe once you get big enough, but even then, like Demolition Ranch and a lot of those other guys ended up pretty much losing their channel because of guns.
You can't even say that word. You have to say pew pew or something else. But
generally, yeah.
We say glue gun all the time, and that doesn't get flagged because that is a tool that we use, and I wouldn't even think about it. But you do have to keep that in mind if your channel's monetized.
Yeah. So if you have a monetized channel, there's actually a section when you're posting a video where it's asking about content for and it's questions about suitability for advertisers. And one of the questions is, does your video contain a firearm or a firearm replica or a firearm-like object, right? So they even go so far as to have, fake guns are not okay. And what happens is the YouTube restricts your videos to older audiences only, and then also removes it from the majority of the advertisers' availability pool. And it doesn't push it.
Oh, hell, the algorithm. It just decides that, nope.
Yep. And so I've done it a couple of times, and I've seen the restricted monetization is what it's called. It's not demonetized, it's just restricted monetization. And basically, imagine going to work for a week and not getting paid, or maybe just getting a pizza out of it. And that's it. You don't actually get the pay you're expecting to get for having worked a week. You're going to get, $3. And that's why, generally speaking, it's better to just not do, that type of a prop, because
it's not financially worth it.
It's not financially worth it. And then also, it's there, and you guys, the fans, the hardcore fans, you guys could find it. It's not like you couldn't find it, but it's not going to be pushed out to the masses. I'm not going to be able to attract any new people with it, because nobody new is going to be able to see it. So from a creator side and from a content making side, that just becomes way too restrictive to do that. Have I looked for other ways to be able to do it? Sure. There's a couple other platforms that I might be able to do that on that I would have more creative license with, but none of them have the returns or the connectivity that YouTube does. So unfortunately, until another big beast comes along to challenge the only option in town, this is the only option in town.
Yeah.
So, did I think about it? Yes, but
it ain't gonna happen because of that one reason.
That one reason.
Ask yourself, is it a gun? The answer is no.
Yeah, basically the answer is no. The one and only workaround I ever found was if I had a sponsored video, those also get, it's not the same level of restriction monetization, but they are valued less to Google because I've already gotten money for someone else, so we don't need to pay you. It's like, no, jackass, the whole idea is for me to make more with you because this makes it all worth it. Oh, sorry, I don't have feelings on that. But by having, a sponsorship by somebody else that pays up front, as long as they don't care, then could go ahead and do such a thing. Make up the difference.
Yeah.
And then on occasion, I'll still do one because it's fun or because some other reason, like I did the Tommy gun. And it's weird what YouTube flags for being a firearm and what they don't. Han Solo's blaster, never had a problem. Hellboy's Samaritan, never had a problem. Doom shotgun, oh boy, nope. It's like, really?
That one's what did it?
That one's did it? Yeah, exactly.
Ad Vixen, so if I give you 20 pizzas, could you make me a bazooka? So there is a price. We're just haggling now. But yeah.
Maybe. That depends on the bazooka. It would be...
Bazooka gum? No.
Bazooka gum. That'd be great. Bazooka gum. I still love complaining about the bazooka from... Well, it wasn't a bazooka, I guess. It was a missile launcher, which isn't quite the same. From Vin Diesel's XXX. And because it looks like a last-minute prop. Vin Diesel pulls this thing out so he can lock on somebody's cigarette in the sewer. I've bitched about this more than once. Because that's not going to work. But it looked like the prop guy made it the morning of, right? Or maybe over the weekend or something, because it was this idea of like, oh, we need to do this thing.
Like we've never done that before.
Yeah, never. Because it was literally, go look this thing up. It's literally a poster tube with an old school DV videotape camera stuck into the middle of it, and the whole thing sprayed like army green, and they may have a couple of other little fiddly bits on it. When Vin Diesel pulls this thing out to launch it, right, and the camera was there in order to try and give it kind of some techie stuff in the middle.
I made one.
Yeah, exactly. It's not much different. He literally flips out the screen to the camcorder and adjusts it to help him aim this bazooka, right? Yeah. That's one of those things that I'm sitting in the theater, when that movie came out, watching this going, what the hell? I love bad props, but that was a serious and one I have yet to let go of. What the hell? Yeah, Walker Innovations hates YouTube sometimes for the whole flag system thing on random objects, even though they'd be fine. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Hot glue gun's okay. Spray gun's okay. Yeah, screw gun is okay. Pew pew gun, not okay. Which,
at least we know what the limits are.
Yeah.
Bruce News here. Hi, Odin. Hi, Felicia. Sorry I'm late to the party.
Oh, nice. Bryce is
that
here.
Punishment is at least 5 blasts of an unlicensed nuclear accelerator.
Oh, no. At least 5?
5 blasts. Schultz Division's here. Hi, everyone. Just checking in for like 10 minutes. Injury, sadly. Oh, I'm sorry. Feel better.
Schultz.
What are we...
Oh, the laser went to sleep. We're both cueing into the fact that this other laptop wants to go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. It's panicked. What's going on?
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
So, first thing I want to do, of course, the other pack is up there still. I'm going to go ahead and cut another one of this insert. Because it's one thing that's ready to go.
What happened to camera 2, though?
Camera 2 is the laser.
You're right. Camera 3.
No, camera 2
is the laser. Camera 2. What happened to camera 2?
Camera 2 is this guy. So let's see if I can't. Which way do I
that's
want to
you.
Go? That's me. So I was trying to.
That's camera 2 right there.
That's camera 2. So what I was trying to do was take. So this is the X-Tool Creative Space. And from last night, I made this this item here. This is just I made this totally within the Creative Space. This is effectively 2 boxes that I've joined together, and I gave a radius to the ends of the smaller box. This is what makes the little wooden piece that we end up sticking inside of. I'm going to point at it in front of me, but you guys can't see it.
It'd be camera 4, but we're too zoomed in.
Right, and so it won't fit, that way. So if I do it landscape, let's just undo. That way I know I'm back to being 180.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is kind of
near the edge, but not on the edge, because you don't want to. You need a little bit of stability to burn off of.
Let's see. Where's my control zoom? There we are. This is kind of fun, trying to work over my shoulder.
Well, do you want to be back on that camera? We could go off of this
one
so
they
can see what they're...
Well, we'll go back and forth a couple of times. Because part of this is playing with the laser, right? So this is part of playing with the laser. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to move the mouse so you guys know that the video isn't frozen. What am I looking at? The inside of the laser case has a camera, and I took a picture of the working surface. So here's the 3mm plywood. I made this box. This is going to be the tracing. I want to make sure this is set to whatever that word is.
It says output.
Output. Here, let me control all, because I got other things off the work surface. So they're all not being output. And now I'll select that again, and I'll make that be output. And I've got it set to cut. And I've got my own preset for 3mm plywood or 2.9, 2.8, whatever it says. I can't read it from here.
For this one, you've already calibrated.
For this one that I've already calibrated.
You burnt out a few pieces already.
Yeah, I've been using this a lot. And for me, these settings of the X2 seem to work really well.
Weird question.
Yeah.
So the painted side versus the not painted side, does that affect your laser cuts?
I think not really. I think the paint affects it a little bit, and this particular piece on here now doesn't have paint on it.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I know that white or black materials will change your settings.
Okay, yeah.
So, and I know you're dialed in on wood, so I was like, oh wait, latex. Does that burn differently? Because it does, but it doesn't. But
yeah. It does, and it probably does, but
it hasn't messed with your settings.
I haven't seen it be a big deal.
Okay.
So I processed it because the computer's talking to the laser now. So this is showing where the laser is going to go. No, that's fine.
Sorry,
it's kind of boring at that point. Now I just got to figure out where my.
Do you want to go back to it?
No.
All right.
It's fine. I just have to see it. Sorry. Unfortunately, my old laptop won't duplicate displays. It's either show on one or show on the other, or show on both, but I can't just duplicate. And I think I ran into that problem a few times. So then I click start, and it sends it to the laser, which beeped.
I'm going to show you guys a laser. Look it.
Yep.
This is what we were looking a digital version of, and now it's going to burn when he does it.
So there's a button off to the side over here.
Oh, look it. It's lasering. So you cut out the insides before cutting out the outsides? That makes sense because then it's not moving around as much.
Good, I can see the evacuation's working.
I can too from here.
You can too from here?
The smoke, you can see it all go that way.
Right. So yeah, it's a self-contained. It has a passive fan inside for helping to deal with the smoke. But what I've got is a way oversized, overpowered fan that is just ducting it right out of one of the vents in the garage. So there's that. So I gotta walk over to it. I made a popsicle stick.
Don't you love the laser robots? When they're on your side.
And for just a few $1,000s, you too can have a machine that makes popsicle sticks.
That is a popsicle stick, perfectly.
So there. And that should be.
Them.
We have 2 of them. So I should go get the other Proton Pack so we can actually just start gluing them in. But that's, yeah. And so my goal for today, after doing a quick explanation, and then Felicia's fetching the other box of crap. There's lots of stuff in this box. This will be fun. I was going to continue to make little pieces to be able to fit inside of a lot of the parts of the Proton Pack. Because I really wanted to make pieces to be able to attach heavier things to, like a brace on the wall of the cyclotron to help hold the ribbon cable in place, right? Because I was afraid, I mean, it won't, if the ribbon cable's not going to flop around a lot, but it was just enough in my head that I didn't want that to happen. So what did you find that was familiar?
Oh, the God of War.
Oh, the God of War, yes.
Double.
Blades of Chaos.
Blades of Chaos, yes.
Yes.
I never used those as the Blades of Chaos at Smosh, but I used those Blades of Chaos for so many stupid things at Smosh.
Well, they probably bought them, either a fan sent them or they bought them
in.
A fan sent them in.
A fan sent them in, and they gave them to me because they're like, this is a costume, and I'm like, yes, that is. And I used them for so many things. Uh-oh, I broke the wood.
Okay.
Why is this one not fitting?
Because these were hand glued, and I cut to fit this one. Oh, okay. It just broke there. Big deal.
Yeah, but I broke it. This one fits a little better. Or, no, it's just, I got it in it. Broke it again. Same spot.
So apparently I need to cut a slightly different size for the other Proton Pack. Not a huge surprise.
Well, it's in.
It's in? It's in enough for you?
It's in. See?
Okay.
I just snapped it right there when I thought I could push it in more.
Okay. These were hand cut and then hand glued together, so I was expecting variance. It's amusing the first part broke. But perfect. So what I wanted to do then was, I guess we just super glue them in. I mean...
I feel like friction's holding them in good enough, but we could.
I think I kind of want to make it
permanent so that they're not popping.
I keep losing it. Dan Does Junk. You introduced us to the super glue, right? Pretty sure this was Dan's stuff. And it's either Dan or Aria 51, one of the two. There's a huge bottle of super glue, which is great. Just make sure, I want blue up. Okay.
It looks like we tried to cut this on that curve originally. I wonder if we could just reach in there and scrape it to make it rounded.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I feel like that could be done with a knife.
Well, the other side has a frame.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Never mind.
Otherwise,
you're right.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, but we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, but then went nah, and I was like, okay. And then it's like, oh, we could. And then I realized, nah.
No, we still really can't.
Well, we could, but
nah.
Nah. Yeah, I get it.
There we are. Okay, so this one's glued. No, I'll leave the electronics in here for now. Probably should take the electronics out, but that's all right.
Walker Innovations says, does a laser cutter scan the layout first to see before cutting it? Yes. It kind of traces out where the cut area will be to make sure that you're in.
This one can do a little bit of scanning of the area because it can automatically measure how thick your material is with a relative machine guess.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And also this one can scan the topography of your object, so it can actually scan on curved surfaces and wavy surfaces, and it'll adjust the laser head height as it moves.
I didn't know. I thought you had to calibrate it.
Yeah, most of them when you do, especially the open frame ones, you have to calibrate them. This is the only one I've got that I know of, because I have opened up my Creatality one, that can do the varied surfaces, but I've never actually tried to use it because I keep working with flat things.
See, that's the thing is you don't know until you come to those problems, and then I don't have a way around, so we do a different solution. Yeah. But now it's like,
I can just do this, right? Yep.
But I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But once you figure it out, then you know, and then you've done it, and then it's not scary anymore.
Oh, it's still scary.
Oh, totally.
So, does it scan? Yes. But it doesn't. I don't think it automatically makes the traces for me. It'll just send the picture to where I can see it in the creative space, and then I can use the creative space to create my laser paths, I think. I don't think it does it automated for me, but again, that's not a process I've tried to utilize.
Yeah.
You laughed and grabbed.
Oh, Schultz Division says, just check the bottle. If there's a sticker on it with the not for Transformers use, then it stands blue.
Oh,
and
right.
I was like, there is something on it. It just says caution running.
Oh, yeah.
Runny. This one's a runny one versus the thicker one.
I still think it's probably not for Transformer use. Dan has made a Transformer head, though. He's got a Starscream mask he made.
I was going to say, if a Transformer came up to the cosplay repair booth, I would repair them.
Shockwave came up to the cosplay repair booth this last year, which is awesome. Yeah, because that was one that I didn't expect to see. It's like, dude, that's Shockwave. That's cool. A G1 Shockwave. I still remember the Marvel Comics cover, which was a painted cover introducing that character to the comics. And yeah, Shockwave and Soundwave were a couple of my favorites growing up, if you want to call it growing up. Transformers came out when I was 8th grade, but whatever. I'm a male. It's not like I was grown up at that point. It's not like I'm grown up now.
Well, that's cool. Bryce News says, do you or Felicia collect patches from other Ghostbuster groups? If so, I'd love to send you one of our patches from Sioux Empire Ghostbusters. That is awesome.
At this point, yeah.
I have a lot of stickers, not so much patches.
I do have some stickers. That's true. I've only got one patch. I don't even think you've got a patch yet.
I don't have a patch yet, but I do have stickers, and I do have other patches because I do have a box in my craft room of patches. Because
right?
Of course I do. I have these ugly clowns that are really creepy, and I wanted to put them on the collars of my shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, like, yes, we would
totally.
It would be represented.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
So if you want to send us Ghostbuster patches, we will represent.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know what the protocol is. Like, if I wouldn't want to necessarily cover my coveralls with patches from everywhere.
No, but
100% display those in a frame like there.
Well, you wanted at one point to put stickers.
Yeah, I still kind of do. I think it'd be fun to have NASCAR stickers down here, which I should just do.
But now the stickers aren't as prominent as they would have been in
no.
the other place.
Yeah.
But you still could do like a backsplash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe above the pegboard here.
Right?
Maybe.
That's a good spot to just fill up with stickers.
Yeah.
Or you put a board that we cover in stickers that places up there so that then
you can take them with me. Although this
move.
is a set.
This is yours.
Move. Yeah. So
this is yours and it's your home. Ownership. It has these like feelings of ownership.
Ownership. Yes. So that is ownership of the set, not of the building.
Yes.
But yes. All right. Hey, look, progress. We're done. I want to thank you all for tuning in this week as we cut out a single piece of wood. And no, we're going to keep going. So, one of the other projects I had started on was a way to mount the...
oh, yeah, you started making the little boxes and the things.
Yeah, because the electronics, for the moment, are just duct taped into the other one. And so, yeah.
Right. So we have 2 of these, we have 2 of those, and we got them in that one, and we need to get them in this one.
Pretty much. And what I was looking at was I had made this little piece to...
Camera 4?
Yeah. So I made this little piece last night as a way of mounting the circuit board. Sorry for all of you who are super ESD sensitive and are panicking because I'm touching a circuit board with my bare hands, but anyway.
It actually kind of does bug me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Just because I feel like I'd get yelled at.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm being yelled at by a few people, probably up to and including Shop Gremlin. But my thought was, by cutting out this little piece of plywood, this can get glued to the foam wall inside, and the circuit board, has mounting holes. You can see there's one there and there's one over here. So I got the 2 mounting holes, and what my plan was, this wire connector here is 10 millimeters tall, so it's a centimeter tall. I cut out a couple more millimeter tall pieces, so if I super glue these as like standoffs to the wood, not to the circuit board, it's just out of frame. So super glue it to these guys. It can rest across this, which is electrically isolated, and then wood's not supposedly conductive, and it would end up making it a table piece. And then with just the 2 screws,
if you
we can attach
paint,
it.
Would it become conductive?
I I don't think so. I don't think it's enough lead.
Okay,
I think
just
there's enough
weird
lead.
questions because I know that's a latex paint and not an issue, modern issue, but just out of curiosity, I'm like, well, could it become conductive? You told me not. Challenge accepted.
Right. And then I made this little cutout, so these are the buttons that adjust the timing. So the plan is to make a little pokey that comes on the outside of the pack, so we can just, and if we want to change it, I'm just going to leave it on. I think it was the slower one I liked, but anyway. So my thought was to super glue these on, and then in a way that it doesn't interfere with any electronics, and then we can glue this to the side of the pack with bolts sticking through the holes, and that'll allow us to actually mount this to it. I hope. This will probably fail, but this is the first plan.
We don't know till we try.
Right.
Oh, those are going.
They're slightly different.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh,
like
okay.
you had mentioned it, but I was like, oh, they really are. Like.
Yeah, one's the cutout's a little different between the two, and one's like 2 millimeters thinner, and then the third one is still another millimeter or so thinner.
Yep.
And it still broke, but that's okay.
I broke both of them.
Oh, good. At least they're consistent. That's fine.
Same spot in both of them.
There's going to be a whole other piece that we're going to need to make in order to mount the PVC pipes that come down. And so there's not a lot of space there. So it's going to be really fun to figure that out. Doable. Very, very doable.
For Bryce New says, for movie accuracy, the power cell should recycle itself each time a new light lights up on the cyclotron.
Gotcha. I don't know. It all depends on how they set this up, and I think they just blink. I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
But there's just two different speeds. One where the cyclotron was running at one speed, and then the lights would climb. I honestly, it's been a little bit since I turned it on, and it's not hooked up at the moment. Don't remember, and didn't notice if that's what it's doing.
Well, we should probably get a battery on this one because we also have to figure out which order the lights go in.
Right. No, we do. I wasn't too worried about doing that far with it today.
Yeah.
As long as it can dry fit without power, then that was kind of where I was going.
No, it makes sense. But I just was like, oh yeah, we probably should think about that.
These actually might be better too.
Then you don't need the actual wooden blocks, or would they just add more stability in general?
These will probably be fine.
Yeah.
So I've got these little. Camera 4. I should still be.
I'm over here looking, and
You're
it's
fine.
like, you guys can't see here.
So I cut these little funky pieces of wood that I thought I might be able to make stand-ups on. While I was at the hardware store, Ace Hardware, I saw these. I can't remember what they're called now. They're basically a nylon bushing. These are technically half an inch, so they're a little bit more than a centimeter tall, but I think it'll be fine. If we end up setting these, what I want to do is capture the screw against the foam. So now I've got a screw post poking out of the wood. And then if we super glue that onto the screw, there should still be enough screw length to fit the electronics over it. And this is a 440 screw, by the way. It's a tiny little screw. That's very small for those of us who don't use metrics. Actually, almost the smallest the hardware store sells. Anyway, and then screw that on. And so that should hold it in place appropriately without having to do any special gluing or anything to the part that we don't want to hurt.
Now we know. I like that excuse. Not excuse. I like that solution.
Okay.
I think it works and it makes sense to me.
Oh, good.
Bryce New says the cyclotron lights typically go left to right. The only exception was on Bill Murray's pack. His lights went right to left.
Okay.
Just interesting information.
That must be another way of saying clockwise and counterclockwise? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is an L because it's left, and this is not an L because it's not left. But honestly, when I was little, they both looked like L's to me.
Yep, still do.
Marker innovations. For my cyclotron, I want to try red motion lights and a rod attached to a motor that's in the center of the cyclotron to get it spinning motion look for the film. Look. Yeah. Honestly, get started now. You still might beat us.
Yeah.
Somebody said that they were making it like 40% larger, but I missed that comment.
They're making a Proton Pack, but 40% larger?
Hold on, I'm going back because I missed a lot of.
What is this, like Gandalf's pack for a hobbit to pick up and look at for filming? What's the?
Some people are bigger.
Yes, true.
In scale, like Odin scale versus my scale.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
True.
I don't judge people.
I apologize if that was a
No, I'm just joking.
inappropriate or rough. Anyway, we're just gonna huff super glue fumes.
Oh, geez, there's so many comments that I missed. I'm sorry, people. And this is our favorite part.
Actually, it is. This is the best part. So I'll shut up and let her read comments.
Oh, I'm way off on comments. I'm gonna randomly read them now. Just some of them, not even
That's
all of
fine.
them. Okay. Oh, geez, I'm still okay. We got all our first here's and those hellos. How you been? How you doing? Ralph Mork's gonna get me some coffee. Sit back and relax.
Awesome.
Cheers. Got 20 pizzas.
Yep, 20 pizzas.
20 pizzas for your video.
For my shitty video, what?
That's what I said. Schultz Divisions, but people smash the like button.
Thank you, Schultz Division. You're always really good at
Oh, here you go.
sharing
Andrew
that.
Simmons. I'm building a Proton Pack that's 40% larger than a full-size pack. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Aren't the little kids ones like 20% smaller?
Yeah, they're like 75% size. So yeah, they're considerably smaller.
So he's making one that's considerably
larger.
Well, I think it's just like the next size up.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. So I want to see it. You'll probably get it done before we're finished.
Yep. Almost guarantee that. Everybody
who's made a Proton Pack within the time that we've
There was a viewer that was telling us he's on his 7th. 7! And some of these guys are also 3D printing the packs, which means that it's both faster because they can do more than one thing at once, and slower because you got to wait for the machine to finish.
So.
If we had to make a third one, I'd probably print it at this point.
Right? Like, after the lasers cut out the neutrino one, I'm like, why do we hand cut these out anyway?
Right.
Other than
the pure artistry of it.
No,
oh,
if you didn't have the pre-digitized
Right. If I didn't have the pre-digitized pattern to work from, I would still have to figure all that out pretty much by hand.
I would just be cutting it out and drawing it out and just scraping it out. I wouldn't be doing it digitally.
Right.
I'd be doing it tangibly, and then that's why I would do it. But if there's a digital version...
Right, and honestly...
and why can't I think of what the name is for the lines?
For the SVG?
The vectors.
The vector graphics? Or the
vector graphics, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a vector graphic. It's an SVG file is what I use. SVG. There's more than one. Scalable vector graphics? I can't remember what it stands for.
Like Illustrator does the vector image.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it called?
You can import...
vector lines? I don't know. Why is my brain just completely pooping and not thinking of it? Because once you get those lines, you can scale up and down without losing details.
Losing detailed resolution because it's
because
plot
it's mathematically scalable.
I get what you're trying to say now, but
there is a term that is like the file's right there, and I'm less blanking over it. If you guys know what it is.
We've stalled long enough. They probably do at this point.
Quickest way to find the right answer is to say the wrong one.
100%. 100%.
But
okay, so hopefully this is going to be a working standoff plate.
Okay, moving on to random comments while you're doing that.
Yep, please.
Jumping.
Look at that. It's like I made it to fit.
Dan Just Jump says super glue was me, and he bought 2 more of those.
Yes, Dan. Thank you. The super glue's great.
Bryce New says, I'll see if we have some patches. If we do, I'll send you one. Otherwise, I'll send some of our stickers. I do like stickers.
Stickers are great.
I like stickers, and
I know there's a huge cost involved with patches, so
yeah,
I'm never going to be... Yeah, it's okay if you guys can't just send them out willy-nilly. Yeah. I think it's awesome that a lot of you did send them to Ben Eady, but honestly, that dude deserves them.
Right? I got a sticker yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sea turtle.
Yeah, when I went and visited the Japanese tea gardens in San Francisco, the tour guide gave us turtle stickers at the end of the tour. So for longevity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, I collect stickers. I just got one.
Yeah, cool.
Do I stick them on things? No, because that's too much of a commitment. But
yes!
I have a cool stack of the cool ones.
What small thing that upset me, I thought I had a place to put stickers. people keep giving me stickers at cons. People keep giving me stickers at other events. And I thought that, I've got the Ryobi pack-out kits now, right? I've got these boxes that I can stick the stickers on. That'll be great. No, the plastic doesn't like stickers. It's that type of plastic that you can't paint, you can't stick anything to, stuff just falls off. Yeah, so yet another thing that disappointed me with Ryobi pack-out kits.
Well, that's the thing it's a good thing, though. Because then you're not getting the gunk and the stickers and the stuff on them, but also...
Yeah, it is a good thing because they are now resistant to a lot of crap that you encounter while building and making. But, god damn it, I don't want to stick stickers on my packs.
How come their stickers stick to their packs, but my stickers don't?
Right, yes.
Right?
Because my stickers are part of the Cool Kids Club.
Okay. Shady says, I made a sticker.
Yes, you did. I got those back to you, didn't I? Shady's. I kind of gave him a hand a little bit with that, making some stickers.
DJ Stumpy, LOL, that's like my patches. I've got a tub full of them because I'm scared to use them. Well, the thing is with patches,
right?
Needle and thread isn't going to damage your patch or like...
Right.
So tacking it on, you can remove it and put it back on.
Yeah.
Like stickers, once they're stuck, they're stuck. Although I was thinking of making a sticker book and just using
yeah.
I have the paper that I saved from the peel and stick wallpaper.
Oh, okay.
You know
that way your stickers still aren't committed.
See, you're picking up what I'm putting down. I'm like, I kept that stuff because I'm like, this is really good.
What about an old school photo album that had that like lightly tacky with a plastic cover, so you can stick the stickers to the lightly tacky, and then.
Again,
can you still get old school photo albums? Or
you
are they
can.
all
They're
only
at the
on
thrift
phone?
store.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there you
are. Yeah. Or you just put them in like the baseball card holders, and you can.
As long as they fit, yeah, that'd work.
I don't know. There's a lot of ways to be non-committed.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to not have commitments.
With patches, you can sew them, and you're not committed still because they're easy to remove without damaging them.
Okay.
It's not permanent. Like it's not going to lose its patchiness.
Right.
Unless they're heat mounted, and then you'll just have to cut the garment it's attached to.
Now, isn't there a technique of putting Velcro on the back of your patch so they are removable for washing?
Yeah, that's what the Army does.
Yeah.
The military, they have like giant, just pre-Velcro patches, so you can change things out and move things around.
Okay.
And
is that why it's not like a washing thing? It's not a.
I think it's more practicality because you're
changing.
Okay. They change, but Velcro's very secure.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why you would sew it on versus Velcro it on, but both of those are they're not high commitments. My little brothers used to do scouts, and my mom would always be sewing the patches on
I remember
and
that.
moving them around, and like it was easier to glue them, but it's it's more temporary to sew them.
Okay.
And I think it's really interesting that a lot of people think when you sew things, you're really committed. And I'm like, no, you can sew things, you're not committed.
You're not committed. You just undo the stitches, yeah.
Unless you're working with leather or foam, then those holes are permanent.
Right, because leather and foam doesn't heal.
Yeah, but fabric, you can stab your needle in it, and you can't tell that a needle's been stabbed through it. And if you can, you just kind of pull at the biases on the fabric, and then
it all goes back. Okay.
So.
Because it feels like some of the fabrics I've played with haven't done that, but I'm sure
Yeah, you pull it.
You just pull the viruses on the biases, and
you pull on the biases, and then it realigns the grid. So like.
Now I have Jeff.
Safety pins are my favorite, and then hand stitching with the needle and thread, just tacking things in place. It seems like it's like, oh, you're doing a huge. No, I'm just tacking it in place, and it's temporary. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Working at a costume shop, I ain't hemming everybody's stuff, but I will just,
Right.
But.
So another thought I had, since I'm only planning on putting one of these little brass nuts to hold the circuit board on, I don't think it's going to rattle around a whole lot, but there's that little concern that I don't want the nut coming loose, banging around in the pack and shorting the board.
Oh, yeah.
So my thought was, once these are close to being done, here's something I'm going to have to remember to do.
Walk them.
Make sure there's a dab of hot glue.
Hot glue, not super glue?
Hot glue, so it's undoable. Easier to undo.
It is reversible.
Reversal. It's not committed.
Not committed. D Long Fam Cosplay says my ukulele is coated with Spitfire stickers. That makes me anxious.
That's cool.
Because my ukulele is so cute. It's like a pineapple. It's a pineapple-shaped pineapple one, and I would never cover it in stickers. But I'm also non-committal.
My friend Joe Gillis, right, Beyond Geek, got one of those cheap guitars as a kid and was excited to have a guitar. And then there's great movies coming out, or what he thought was going to be a great movie, Dick Tracy. He was super excited about that movie coming out, and he ended up getting a bunch of stickers and stuck them all over his guitar. And anyway, it ended up not keeping up on the guitar, and Dick Tracy was a bomb. So
honestly, you know how the right tool for the job makes a big difference? I feel like the right instrument.
Yeah.
Like if it's a cheap guitar, it's always going to sound like a cheap guitar.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you have to get a guitar that sounds pretty when you just strum it. Like if it sings without you knowing what to do.
Sure.
You'll pick it up and it'll sound beautiful. But if you get a cheap guitar and it just like it's always off and always work, you're always going to feel like a failure.
It's probably very true.
That's why, like, when I got my ukulele, I was, like, listening to all of them. I'm like, ooh, this one sounds.
This one sounds. This is what the way I want it to sound.
And, yeah, there's tuning your instruments, but there's still, even if it's out of tune and you strum it and it's like, oh, that one sounds pretty. There's a reason.
I panicked for a brief moment.
Because it's not lining up.
I thought it wasn't. On the circuit
4?
board, this little chip here has got this tab on it that's got a hole. So I had stuck one of the into that hole, and then of course it wasn't lining up because I wasn't in the right spot. I was like, oh, okay, no, I'm just not in the right spot. So the plan was to do that, which gives me the standoffs for the electronics, right? So it still has a little bit of airflow. I'm sorry, I'm not quite holding it right.
Ooh, I'm telling. But
Now I get to watch me fumble. So hopefully,
don't worry, we're live. We're all just watching you and judging you.
Totally judging me.
You're touching the circuit board. Ew.
Hell yeah, I am. Be thankful I'm not licking it.
Yummy.
Tastes like
Spark.
ozone.
Why is it spicy?
Yeah, because it's plugged in, you idiot.
Shady says, oh wait, we already read that one.
Right.
Louis Cossey, Badge Magic works good for patches. Would Topic make stickers reusable?
Top stick or
Top. Oh yeah, it says TOPIK, but Top Stick.
Topic,
Could you could use it, I suppose, but at that point, I don't know.
Well, let's grab a pack and super glue the board in.
See if it worked.
I wanted to have the electronics in place so I know I could get the LEDs to be where I want them to be. The concern I have is that the amount of space between where the foam wall is, I've added 3mm of wood, I've added 12mm of nylon post, and now I've got the lights. Are they still going to line up with the hole?
Do they?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
They're off. They're maybe a little bit to the one side.
But when they light up, can you tell?
Probably not. Honestly, it could probably.
And then we also still have tubes that are going to.
I know that's really got me concerned that we've got two different things competing for space here.
Although.
So I'm thinking this is going to have to become something to make the tubes work. Like the tubes are going to have to mount
to here.
Into that box.
And then it's just going to be placed right here.
Yeah, exactly. Because
it ain't going to fit.
It's not going to fit. No.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of different ideas, but honestly,
I was just seeing if I could get it on the camera where we were just looking. Right there. Okay.
These boxes are going to fall off, and I'm going to spill all my little tiny nuts.
Oh no, you're not. Okay, so camera 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the thickness that we've added, and it all needs to line up into there.
Into here, which you can kind of see.
Yeah. So those more or less line up and works.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is right here.
Right, because there's the 2 PVC pipes that come off of there. They have a name, but.
Yeah, but they ain't going to go all the way in the way they were supposed to be originally. They're just going to plug here and then mount to this piece right here.
Yeah. So we'll have to make a mount that goes to this box, which is very doable. I can cut some 5mm wood to put here to make a really heavy duty mount.
Yeah.
For those and then we could probably still fake a plywood piece here as a plug, maybe not.
I'm upside down and backwards, but where does the V-hook mount? Here? Or is it here?
I think it's here.
Yeah.
I think it's opposite of the.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think the V hook is over here.
Okay, and we
The
were
guys will
thinking
let
of
us
putting
know.
a block in there.
Yeah, same thing. We gotta put something in there to help it attach.
Yeah. Okay. Out of the super close up because I'm getting dizzy.
Right. Now, something else did happen this week that was pretty exciting, and thankfully, Shop Gremlin just delivered some mail. We got a letter. I got a letter. It's kind of cool. So it's 1 o'clock, and one of the things I've enjoyed doing during the live streams as much as possible is opening up viewer mail at the 1 o'clock hour. So this is coming in from Charles Arsanis.
Arsanis. I can butcher anyone's name.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Charles. But he sent in something. I have not opened it yet, so I was going to put it up on there, so hopefully it's not full of anthrax. If any of you do want to send something in to either one of us, there is a P.O. box listed in the description of this live stream. That is the P.O. box that I get my mail at. So, it's 1 o'clock mail call. Sorry.
It's okay. I was like, we just got a letter.
We just got a letter.
Wonder who it's from.
It's from, right, Charles. Okay, and inside is an older picture of me. Me trying to be all...
Camera 4.
Yeah, look at me. Trying to be serious. It's great. This is...
Pikachu and...
Yeah, Pikachu and the coffee grinder. This is Zot's set. This is when I was still in Zot's garage.
Because those are Smosh props, aren't they?
Yeah.
Turtle shell. And
the turtle shell should have been a Smosh prop, but a lot of these are DIY prop shop. In fact, most of them are. The Keyblade was Odin Makes. The Infinity Gauntlet was Odin Makes. And I think that's it for here. There's the right hand of doom poking out from behind my shoulder. Yep. And that's the same...
The portal gun.
That's the same pegboard that's behind me. But anyway, that's the picture. Odin Makes by Charles A. Okay. I like when he makes nice stuff. I like his studio and his crew. My favorite one is when he makes the prop from The Matrix. I like when he makes Hellboy's gun. It's a prop too. I like when he paints it. I think it's kind of funny. He goes to conventions with his robots. I like his tools. I like it when he carves. He's not married. I like everything he makes because he does a nice job. He's a great person. I like his hair. I like his machines on his set. I like when he makes Wonder Woman's shield. I like when he cleans and vacuums his desk. He's a great gentleman. He is a great producer. It's like a documentary. He made Hellboy's Gauntlet, and hi to his cast and crew. Very cool, Charles. Thank you. That's pretty cool.
You just got a letter.
I got a letter. Thank you, Charles. That's really cool. That's really cool. Sorry, interruptions. I've got notifications turned on from my P.O. box to let me know when stuff's coming in. And this week it's like, oh, look, I got a van letter. I got to go out to the P.O. box. So, anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, the V-hook, I believe, goes on the other side. Hopefully we can give them a chance to catch back up to what we were rambling about. I don't see the mouse there.
DJ Stumpy says, my daughter, rest in peace, used to collect plasters, Band-Aids. She had a book of them and carried a Ziploc bag around with her. I just bought a whole bunch of cute Band-Aids from the dollar store. They came in a cute tin and they were... Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fun Band-Aids. I definitely do. I had to do, okay, I do a lot of styling and commercial stuff, but it's all boring, so I don't talk about it and I don't put it in my portfolio because if I do my job well, you can't tell that I did anything, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
to some extent, you should put that in your portfolio because
should.
that's doing real stuff. But
it's not as, like, half as eye-catching or fun with the other stuff. But anyways, like, we had to do one, it was for,
Thank you, Dan.
I don't know if it was a hospital, but it was something medical, and we were doing a thing where they were advertising about working with children and stuff like that. And so one of the scenes we had to do was a kid putting Band-Aids all over her dad. And I got to pick out a whole collection, a bunch of fun Band-Aids. So go, okay, which kind do you guys want? Do you guys want the ones that look natural, like the skin tone ones? I have multiple skin tones we can play with. Or do you want the ones with the cupcake spaceships and butterflies and polka dots and swirls on it? Of course, we wanted the cupcake spaceship swirly polka dot ones.
Shock.
A a lot of times it's like making it a mess, but not making it look like the wrong type of mess.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Artistic mess.
Artistic messes.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, done that.
I knew you'd get it because it's like I said, if I do my job well, nobody can tell.
Right.
Artistic messes. But that was one of those projects where I had to, and I used up all those Band-Aids and I was sad when they were gone, and I just got a whole bunch of cute ones again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. I do appreciate a good Band-Aid collection, but I don't save them. I actually use those.
Okay.
But I also am very picky about the textures of my Band-Aids.
Okay.
I don't like the plastic ones.
Yep.
I like the fabric ones.
Yep.
I like the name brand fabric ones that have the
Yep.
good texture to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I will not keep a plastic one on. It will just be like, oh, I might as well not have a Band-Aid. I like it. Camera 4. And it worked.
And it worked. It's in place. That should be just fine.
Do we hot glue it now or just not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Do we put a sticky note saying, don't forget to hot glue this?
No, we'll just forget. And then and hopefully it'll end up being fine.
Okay. I found that sometimes leaving myself future notes, like
Right.
sticky notes, has helped in the past with projects, going, I'm going to do this later, let me put a note. But that helped a lot when I was collaboratively working with people because I wasn't the only one. Like,
Yeah.
unless I said it out loud, who else doesn't know what I'm thinking? Sometimes I have to communicate with others, you know.
So as I do this, I realized I was trying to be careful gluing it in. One side is tilted down a little bit, so the bottom LED is a couple of millimeters closer to the gel than the top LED.
And that's going to affect the brightness, but now you know to
not
for
really.
the next one.
But it occurs to me like, oh, if I had just made this cutout to actually fit the entire wall, then that wouldn't have been an issue. But I've kind of glued my pieces on, so I'm committed.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay. Bernie Davis says the injector tubes under the power cell. That's
Oh,
what
that's what those
the
are?
things,
Okay.
The tubes are injector tubes.
Okay.
Under the power cell.
Under the power cell. Okay.
We
This one's
put our
still
power
hooked.
here. No.
We talked about that. I think we put the power here.
Yeah, we did talk because it fit.
Because it fit, yeah.
It just like perfectly fit. There's not wiggle room.
Right.
But it fit.
But it fit, and that gave us a space for the speaker to go here again, which is where everyone wanted the speaker to go.
Because everybody seems to like the speaker right here, which makes
Yeah.
sense when you're like, oh, I hear it make noise. The speaker's there.
Yeah. This one's a little... It still fits, but I didn't... I wasn't as careful with...
Adam
keeping
Turbiano.
the screws straight.
Turbiano. I can butcher anyone's name. Says, added pictures of my patch on Discord. I'm
Oh.
gonna peek. I'm sorry, I miss everybody's things. Oh. I have an appointment in 48 hours. I just got a
okay.
notification about it.
Oh, I do too, actually.
Oh.
I got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Oh, wow. Those are cool.
Oh, you got there faster?
Well, I knew where it was because I had posted the URL for the stream.
You guys are funny. Oh, I see. Those look really cool. I like the apple. And look at they're in not baseball card.
Yeah,
holders.
they are in a holder.
Yeah, it's not baseball cards because that's the wrong rectangle shape.
The center one is mine. Nice. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2 and the apple. I'm actually trying to discern what the shape is behind him because it's not clicking for me. Ghost, what's your...
Kind of gives me Star Trek vibes, but that's because of the pointy V's. And they also imagine in my head I see them.
Right. Well, one of the first things that came to mind for me was Space Rangers, but that's also not right. And I can't tell if it's... Yeah, well, I'm sorry that I'm not able to tell what it is like that, which is, probably not what an artist wants to hear. What the hell is this supposed to be?
It's cool, it's what it is.
I can wipe and make better art than that.
Ultra Nerd says that picture was from back in 1955, the good old days. Your photo from...
Oh, yeah. Well, it was... Yeah. What I thought was really cool was... Charles had written the full letter, right, and then put it in the envelope and then hand wrote the address on the envelope. And by doing that, pulled the toner for the printout off onto the inside of the envelope because you could see the ghost image of my name and address and P.O. Box address on that photo.
Totally.
Or maybe just lay them on top of each other. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was really cool. Carbon paper was another one of those fun things I played with a lot when I was younger.
Yep. My mom used it a lot because she did she called it toll painting when you paint on wood.
Oh yeah, that's toll. It's toll wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
TOLE, I think. It's not OLL.
Yeah. She would get the paper, draw out her design, and then paint over it. And so I would get into her stuff all the time. It was fun.
I still have a few sheets of carbon paper left over from Dad or wherever I got it from.
You
I mean, you can still get it, right?
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize that until more recently. But you still buy carbon paper?
At the costume shop, that's how we would make our coffees because we are that high tech.
Okay.
We would write out, So, Decades Costume that I used to work at, we would give out ample descriptions. Like, instead of just black pants, it would be black leather pants.
Okay.
Biker, black leather pants.
Oh.
Western.
Right. This is when somebody was going to rent something.
A costume.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Black Renaissance pants.
You want to get the right stuff back.
Yeah, more or less. The costume shop I worked at last Halloween, nope, it was just pants.
Pants. Okay.
Like, I'm here writing it all out, black pants at least.
Right.
Because in my head, I'm like, descriptive words, like, how are we going to find this?
How do we know the right thing came back?
There's only 2 of them working there, so I'm the one who, they would be like, I wrote this up, I know what's going on. But at the costume shop I worked at, there was too many people like, what did you mean Ren shirt? Which Ren shirt? It works! And it doesn't...
So what I'm seeing is each red light lights up, and then the blue lights build, and then the red light advances to the next one.
So they are in time.
So I don't know, now I'm forgetting which way was timed right, which way was timed wrong. So there's the fast version. I can just barely get my thumb onto that button. Yeah, I still like the slow one.
Yeah. I like the circles moving fast, but I like this thing moving slow, but they need to coordinate, and I get it. It makes sense.
And so, is that the right timing? Because what I heard from the way the description was, verbally, I was expecting all 4 of these to make a cycle, and
before it does.
Yeah, but this makes sense. Hopefully this is right, because that makes sense. And I'm very... It's one of those silly things to be excited about, but I got the electronics in place. I've got the electronics board mounted in a way that should work. Now it's time to make the more bits. Time to cut and make more bits. Time to move on.
I'm like,
I'm kind of stalling to.
I'm also having to. But I can't. It's
also a lot of fun if you can get the LEDs to point right at the camera. They really bloom and really, because if you're off screen a little bit, they light up and they work. But when you point the LEDs right at the camera, it overwhelms the sensor. Come on.
I love messing with the camera sensors, especially with color.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is always great fun, especially doing the videos, knowing that on camera it's going to blow out and look even better.
Oh,
which
yeah.
kind of isn't fair to you guys, but yeah, that's really kind of fun.
I don't know. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm building something like a set, and I'm like, it looks aight, but wait till the lights get in.
Right.
Because then it's like magic, and that's our switch. Where are we going to put that?
Popular opinion, where does the switch go? Is it something that's just on the motherboard and you turn on before you put it on? Or is it accessible from the outside of the pack so you can switch me on in the elevator?
Could we stick a hole
we can totally stick a hole. We can mount this anywhere.
Here.
Yeah, we could mount this anywhere, but I'm kind of curious if Lewis or Bryce or somebody else says, well, canonically, this goes...
Is there a canonically that little switch?
I don't know.
Actually, let me look at pictures. Reference images. I'm going to start measuring this hole so we can start making the mounting pieces for everything else. Can move on. Right. Walker Innovation
having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having fun.
Walker Innovation says, speaking of medical stuff, do you guys ever think about how weird getting stitches look depending on the string after an injury? Honestly, I've seen those little kits where you can practice doing the stitches, and I've wanted to play with them.
I may not be understanding the question. Exactly.
He was talking medical stuff, just how weird the stitches looking, how they stitch it up the way it looks.
Just how it looks. Oh, so just how weird the actual knot and stitch work is. Okay.
Yes, I have geeked out over that, and yes, I've looked into those little kits to see how to do.
It's a type of whip stitch that pulls things together so it can heal, right?
Well, there's different types of stitching that they do, so that, but it is sewing. Nice. It's still stitching. Right.
Shady's got himself a Ghostbusters name patch.
Yeah, and I think in like the Great Mouse Detective, he points out that Watson has a surgeon's stitch on his sleeve because he fixed his own coat.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know. I think I geek out on that.
Lewis is letting us know
Hey, look,
that
I
the
used
blue.
a sticker.
Oh, nice. Yes, we use one of Ralph's stickers. Thank you for sending us multiple stickers, Ralph. Lewis is letting us know that our blue light is correct, how it's placed, but the red is wrong unless we specifically want Bill Murray's pack.
So
what we will probably do is make sure that they're both wired differently. So one will go the way that this one is, and the other one will go the other way. Just as long as it doesn't lug nut, it doesn't go across and back and down, right? As long as it cycles, it's okay. Walker's saying, I think you should have the switch outside the pack for the whole switch beyond reference, right?
honestly, like, can we put this switch?
Oh, okay. Lewis has got his on his belt line, so he can do it himself.
Yeah, I was just thinking,
Okay.
could we make it be this stitch? Switch.
Yeah, we could. She's pointing at an act. But is that switch for turning on the whole pack, or is that switch for, I don't know. We
Well,
can.
we have two. See? We have this one and we have this one.
Okay.
Like, they could be at our fingertips.
Yeah.
But I also don't mind just sticking it there and calling it a day and being done. But
Right.
we don't have to make that commitment yet.
Agreed. This is something we can totally figure out.
Yeah. Looking at reference images, I'm like, oh. We have options. Oh, look, there's that.
What'd you see?
The piece you just got.
Yeah.
But we need to cut these pieces out.
Yeah, I gotta cut the I would like to cut the aluminum pieces again. I mean, I can cut them out of plywood and spray them.
We have them the wider, and look at how much space is on either side. So is
That's-
it wrong?
It may
what
not
we
be.
have?
It may not be. May not be.
They can't see what I'm pointing at.
We're
but-
looking at, this is what Lost Wax Oz did. We're looking at his main reference image of the pack, and we're talking
All our
about
notes.
the aluminum clamp that holds the ribbon cable to the cyclotron.
Yes.
So,
We have-
58. So I want to do 58.
Reference images.
And this doesn't need to go all the way down. So if I go down to
I'm going to go back to some of the older comments.
58
that
by
I made.
85. So I want to make a couple of these that are going to be 58 by 85.
Louis Cossey says you can do a double switch for 2 different areas. Ralph, more aluminum needed?
Ralph, you're awesome.
Justin Diaz, can you make... I
Inuyasha?
can't pronounce that.
Inuyasha sword from the anime series. Possibly.
Maybe.
Man, I didn't write my
Eventually.
numbers down, and it's already gone out my head, so I can
Oh
measure
yeah,
it again.
and we're talking while you're doing this.
Oh yeah, this is not going to work for me. It was 85 tall, and I think it was 58 wide.
Mighty
but-
Guitar Mods, how much prep work was needed for this project? A whole lot less, thanks to Lost Wax Oz. Lost
Yeah.
Wax Oz did the bulk of the prep work for us. That's why we have the master plan. It is, if you go into Lost Wax Oz's videos, in the description, he has the patterns,
Yep.
digital patterns, so
Yep.
you can use the digital lines in your lasers if you don't want to cut it out by hand, but you can
Right.
also print it out and cut it out.
I'm able to extract those lines using Acrobat, so
Yeah.
it's doable.
And he also gave us a whole list of supplies that we
Yeah.
need.
He's
gave
got some
us-
very detailed patterns for the
safety
packs,
tips.
for the neutrino wand, and for making your own Alice backpack frame out of PVC.
and step-by-step instructions already figured out the hard part. I feel like most projects, the hard part is figuring out what the heck I'm going to do. And so, yes, there's a lot of prep work, even still after all of that, but thanks to Lost Wax Oz, the hard part was done.
Right.
So, prep work, print out watch his videos, print out his pack, and that's what we're doing. We're following his tutorial, but making it our own in the worst way possible, but the best way possible.
Right.
Right?
Right.
As we all should.
Question, what pack are we making? I already forgot who asked that.
We are making a generic pack. We haven't specific to anybody,
Right.
done
It's-
anyone yet.
exactly.
I'm
It's a
leaning
generic
towards
84
Phoebe.
pack. Yeah.
But Phoebe's using everybody else's equipment, so her suit wasn't made for her. It was her grandpa's, right?
Right.
Her pack was her grandpa's.
Yes.
So we're doing as generic as we can so that we're not like,
Yes.
because it's cool.
Because it's cool.
Because we can. Shady, Odin, are you... You still need to make Pink Power Rangers bow.
Oh, we gotta make a lot of Pink Power Ranger stuff.
I have the base costume for Pink Power Ranger that we need to get going on.
Yes, we do. We need to get going on it. Thank you.
We're getting back into the groove of things. Honestly, I haven't posted anything on my channel this year at all, so I can't talk. It's a lot of work doing live streams and stuff and projects, but we do have the stuff, and it can happen. It's not out of it yet.
Right. So I'm setting up to cut out a piece of plywood to put into the box to use as a mount for the injector tubes. I've set a new profile for my 5mm. There's no point in really.
Do you want to put that over on here so they can see, or you just want to tell them and go print it?
We'll just tell them.
Okay.
We'll go print it.
Louis Cossey says, one switch on the motherboard, one switch on the wand. The red switch under the iron arm like the movie is difficult to reach by yourself. That's why I like mine on my belt line. Thank you very much. That was exactly what I was wondering.
Feel free to take a picture or write that down. Because you know darn well we won't remember that tomorrow.
Okay. One switch. Oh, I don't want that pen. Oh, here, let me go camera 3. Look at that, is the laser cutter bed. And look at all the, like, bits.
Look at how Odin hasn't bothered to clean it in a while.
We just used it. We're still in the process. We're making charcoal. You're welcome.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to find where I put. Oh, it's over here.
So I wasn't too far off by saying one of the switches being on the wand.
Nope. Apparently not. I'm sure this is one of those things that we can do whatever almost do whatever we want. Sorry, the camera's not exciting. I'm going to refresh. Going to take a minute for the computer to catch up to where the camera is. There we are. Now I know I can place my thing correctly. I'll just do one because
I'm just gonna. That was getting boring. We'll go back
it
to
was
the screen.
okay. I was finally about ready to do it.
Oh, to go over there! Ah! Okay, we're going back. We're going back. All right,
It's
camera
fine.
3.
I mean, how exciting is it? You're right. It was boring, but
Well, you were over here, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
are we not on that anymore?
so this one, because it's thicker, I've got it set to do 2 passes, so it'll cut the same trace twice. You can see this particular wood is very smoky.
It looks like a cookie.
There's always that slight concern when I pick it up and it doesn't just fall out. It's like, did it cut all the way through?
Well, it's because you've had those issues before.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
I'm also having fun putting a radius in the corner, so it's hopefully becomes. It's a biscuit for a termite.
It looks delicious. The edges are perfectly toasted. I'm
Yeah,
just
they are
saying,
very
if it was
toasted.
a biscuit, I would eat it.
And it doesn't smell entirely bad.
No.
I mean, it smells like burning, but it's not entirely bad.
No. It's very, it has a mesquite about it. No.
Yeah, it would if we're burning mesquite, if we're cooking mesquite. All right, so it's like I measured it or something.
Works for me.
Yeah,
It needs to be glued in.
it does need to be glued in. I think I might do a couple of sides, so.
Before gluing them in so that it can all fit easily.
Well, I don't mind gluing this one in too, but
Oh.
if I've just got the one plane, then that one plane can move, right? But if I glue this one in and then have a side piece, I've got a couple of braces because basically it's a box.
Structure,
So-
support, and engineering.
Even though it's just a couple of PVC pipes, nothing else attaches to the PVC pipe, right? This is how it's attached to the pack. So in order to keep that from being a lever and causing a problem, I think I will go ahead and do a couple more. But I can cut another one of these in the moment.
Okay.
So we'll just process again, and oh, I just can't process again because the wood moved.
Yeah, you have to move your square. catching up on some comments because we're getting
Good.
more.
Good, I'm glad.
Magic Spectrum is wondering, what Infinity Stone have you yet to make?
The Reality Stone, right? The one that Star-Lord got.
Okay, so that's the one you're missing?
Yeah, I think that's the only one I'm missing.
Oh, cool.
I think, right?
Well, don't you have a gauntlet with all of them on it? So
Well, yeah, I've done that, but they're just rhinestones.
Yeah.
Made the Soul Stone. I'm going to look at that camera again. And also the microphone. We made the Soul Stone. We made the... No, the Reality Stone was the one that... Was that the same one? The one that was in the 3D printed box that I made that glowed red. Yeah, so that's the red stone from... So I did make that one. I did make that container. I made the...
Isn't that one up there?
No, I think they're all still packed away.
Okay.
So I got Doctor Strange's stone. I've got the Soul Stone. I've got the Reality Stone, right, which is the one, the red one.
Go through the rainbow, red, orange.
Yeah, basically. So I haven't done Visions. No, we did the... Was Vision Stone the one that came out of Loki's wand? Because I did the one for Loki's wand, right? Basically, because that was in Loki's wand, but that one changed colors. It's been a while since I watched the movies, guys, so it's okay if you're cringing to getting it wrong.
I don't know which ones you've done.
So I'm totally forgetting. So we did Loki's wand, did the collector's box, did Doctor Strange's amulet, did the Soul Stone that was just the stone because it never went anything else. So yeah, I guess I'm missing two.
Okay. Well, now you have two
I
projects
think.
still to do.
I feel like I'm only
Not that
missing
you have.
one. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Technically, you got them all.
Yeah.
All right. I'm distracting you from
You're fine.
lasers.
Lasers.
Mighty Guitar Mod says, I researched an entire year to recreate a women's Star Trek TOS uniform.
Oh,
It was
wow.
Fun but tedious, although the finished uniform was fantastic.
I bet.
I did that myself. I even bought the fabric, but then I ended up using that fabric for 3 different projects besides the one that I originally bought it for. So I patterned it, bought the fabric, and then didn't end up using it.
Details.
It's okay. It's still one of those ones that's on my list of things to do. But a self-drafted pattern fits. And yeah, I was geeking out about their style lines and the way they actually got into it. Because there's the logical way to do it, and then there's
Right.
the way they did it, which I love
Which is
even
not
better.
logical because it's that weird swirly.
I get why
Yeah.
they did what they did, but also because I love 1960s pattern drafting.
Right?
Their darts in general.
Task done. Thank you. Okay.
A second biscuit. It looks delicious still to me.
Copy, paste. So I'm going to make a new biscuit, and this one, instead of being 58 millimeters wide, I'm going to make it 75 millimeters wide. And I'm going to want to cut 4 of these.
Yeah. Louis Cossi says, my flight suit is a 52, but Mongolia Clotheries does a custom fitting, but expensive. Felicia, can you make Odin's flight suit? Like, I could, but like I said earlier, I don't know when I said it, but I was like, if I don't have to,
You don't
I
have to.
won't, because it's cheaper and easier. Just
Yeah.
along with the fabric and the... Like, I can get my brain to figure those all out, but I don't want to if I don't have to. You know?
We bought the one that's just a pair of coveralls. It's not even a proper flight suit for doing barf, and good enough. I mean, no offense, guys, but, you know...
It's a costume, it's fun.
Yeah. I have something that'll work now. If I start running around with Terror Dog Squad and start having a lot of fun with this, I may upgrade my flight suit. But at the moment, I've got one and I'm good.
Right? Start with what
Yeah.
you have and then work it. You can next time do better. If you want to.
If you want to, yes.
If you want to. I can appreciate it.
Right.
And yes, I could. But no, I'm not going to. I'm not even bothering making one for myself. I was considering it.
Right?
But I like the idea of using an already distressed one that comes pre-distressed and is already done.
Yep.
And kind of fits me nice and loose like the Phoebe's does. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Works for me.
And similar idea. Gonna go ahead and order a Mandalorian flight suit for making Mando armor. Just because I don't want to spend the time sewing it, and it's going to be a lot less frustrating to have to make the money to recoup that cost than to actually do it.
Oh yeah. And
If that makes any sense.
and it'll be done well.
Yeah.
Where I know I will, like, I'm nice to myself and I will cut corners. Like, there's corners I won't cut.
Right.
Because ultimately it'll be way more work if I cut them. But then there are corners that I do cut because, it's only going to be me who sees that or knows that.
Right?
But if I buy it, it's done the right way. Because I am the customer and I demand the niceness.
So, your opinion on smoke, was it worth the effort to put the fan in?
Oh, I'm not smelling any of the
Oh,
smoke,
that's good.
so thank you. I appreciate, as
Yeah.
one asthmatic who has been having asthma issues.
And this is like that's why I'm doing 2 passes. This is going to be the smokiest material, almost the smokiest material I'm going to cut in here.
Yeah, but it's not the most toxic.
No, it's not. This is just
Because
MDF wood.
it's just wood. It's not toxic to breathe in wooden smoke. Otherwise, our ancestors would have had a very bad time.
Well, our ancestors weren't burning MDF that's full of adhesives, but yes, it's still it's not that toxic.
Add Vixen to quote Daddy Care Daycare. Write that down.
Right.
Louis Coffey says, I'm big like Odin, but short. Yeah, I think the biggest issue.
That much shorter. He was only a couple inches shorter than me, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with flight suits in general, the biggest number that you have to have right is the crotch depth length.
Yep.
Because if that's not comfortable, it doesn't matter if the sleeves are the right length, the waist is the right size, the legs are the right length. If your crotch depth length isn't the correct one, you're screwed. If it's too big, you're fine. If it's too small, woo! Just saying.
Well.
That one was being.
Yeah, but it's okay because it's going on the inside, so.
But still, you're like, hey.
Yeah, it's this concern of, because you get this, you probably can't see it, slightly jagged edge.
Yeah,
but
it's a little rough. Sandpaper exists, but still, if you don't have to, you'd rather not have an extra step. Walker Innovations, what about after the regular packs and outfits, you make some different color designs that can match with the Ghostbusters 1986 show where they had different colors? I was thinking about doing that. Yeah, honestly, that's the Ghostbuster that I grew up watching. Like, I absolutely loved
the real Ghostbusters.
Slimer.
Those are great. Yeah.
Like, I was all about Slimer. Remind me of my little brother who's always covered in boogers. After the regular packs, I don't know.
It's one of those things. I think we'll be done. I would like to kit out the Ghostbusters kit, but I don't anticipate going hog wild into every variation.
No.
I don't even have every variation of a Starfleet uniform, so I don't see doing that with Ghostbusters.
No.
Specifically.
We'll
There's
be
nothing
moving
wrong
on to
with
another project, but what it is yet, don't know. We've had several, like, in the back folders going, oh, we're going to do this one, but then I threw out that one because that one's not going to happen. Life changes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually.
Yes. Okay, that
Mighty
works.
Guitar Mods says, is that particle core?
Yeah, this is particle.
It's particle board, not foam core.
Right. It's
Foam
just
core's different.
MDF, multi-density fiberboard or whatever. Whatever. It's
wood that's been glued together.
It's sawdust and glue. That's all it is. Yeah. Nothing terribly high-tech or exciting.
Justin Diaz says, Odin, you make beautiful things. I'm jealous of your talent.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
Am
I okay with this?
Austin Lips. Hey, Odin and Felicia, those square wood look like s'mores crackers. I agree. I think they look quite delicious. It does look delicious. I would eat this.
I think...
It's like, oh, did I get lipstick on it? But I didn't.
So this is working. I measured one side. I have concern with how much stress I'm putting on the contact cement glue with this. So I think I'm going to take a little bit off so there's a little less stress because I don't want to make the contact cement glue fail. So
sounds like experience.
I'll just set all these back in and whack a couple millimeters off.
Louis Cossey, you can always just get a pre-made Ghostbusters costume from Halloween Costumes. That was my first one. Yep.
Yep.
And I was going to do that. I was going to just use one from the costume shop, but I kind of I like the idea of not having to figure it out and just using Odin's for the moment, but yes. When Spirit of Halloween comes in and out of town, I definitely appreciate their clearance. Fiona Lift is here saying hi,
cool.
Bernie, and waving. Ralph Mork has a different gaming channel, and it looks like
Yeah, it says it's probably the non-English version of his name.
Butcher any name, and I'm totally butchering that one right now.
I did see you post that in Discord, Ralph, and I was excited about it, but unfortunately I haven't watched yet. But still, that's very cool. Ralph, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you don't know Ralph, I've got to play Minecraft with him with voice chat for hours on end early on. The guy was great, so I'm sure if he's got a gaming channel...
We have a sticker here from his...
Yeah, to listen to him talk about what he's doing is probably going to be a lot of fun, because he's got amazing patience, he's got a great style to be able to explain what's going on, and he's got a really nice voice.
So.
Yeah, he made us V-hooks.
And if you want to make your own V-hooks, you can watch his channel and see how he made them. Rodolfez.
Yeah.
Rodolfez.
Something, yeah.
Rodolfez. Okay.
I'll just delete those.
Mighty Guitar Mods. I love the real Ghostbusters. I had no idea that Arsenio Hall was voice of Watson for the show.
Oh.
I actually knew that.
You actually knew that?
I actually did know that.
Okay.
Because I watched a bunch of those stupid, like, not documentaries, but the behind-the-scenes stuff on the Ghostbusters when we started this project.
Oh, okay.
Just to kind of do some basic research of what did I just sign myself up to when I called you and was like, hey,
what do
Odin,
I have to do here?
Let's make Ghostbuster packs. And then like, shoot, what did I get us into?
Okay.
Like, which ones are we doing?
Right.
Are there any close-ups, reference images, all of that? And so, yeah. At Vixen, Odin, you could 3D print the last one or make the hammer, and Felicia can dress as the baddie from Marvel movies. The baddie.
Right. The hammer. So Rohan's hammer, right? Was that what it was?
I don't know.
The destroyer.
It's been a while. I feel like
I'm getting to the end of the stream and it's like
your
my
brain's poopy?
Yeah, my brain's.
And right now you're trying to get these cut out and printed. Yeah. Sorry, distracting you.
No, it's okay. I'm not upset by that.
No, I know, but this is the fun part. Oh, Luis Cassi, there's also a Barbie Ghostbuster whose uniform is pink and pack is pink and purple. Okay, I might do that.
Oh, that's
too
kind
much
of fun.
fun.
That would be fun, actually. The weird variants like that is fun.
I do have Barbie sweats that I could give that look. Need a good jacket. Could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen. It's not the first time I've dressed up as a Barbie. When James had the retirement party for the costume shop, I had a giant Barbie box for a photo booth.
Right, because of
we're a costume
tons
shop.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not just, but yeah, the Barbie box that Keegan made.
Yes. And then I did a Barbie birthday party for my last birthday, a Barbie birthday pool party. It was really fun.
How come you refuse to go longer?
Oh, interesting. Bernie Davis says Dave Collier, Joey from Full House, Venkman. Sorry, reading.
Venkman, yeah.
In the later seasons of the series. I always think of Uncle Joey as he's what that one song's about. Now I'm just butchering information, and I'm not going to say it out loud just in case I'm off.
Weird, Ernie. Huh.
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm trying to make a line, and I'm trying to adjust it, and the computer keeps telling me no. It's like I'm not allowed to make it longer. It's weird.
It just told you no. Sucks
Yeah.
to be you.
Yeah, basically, no. Sucks to be you.
It really did. Just say nope.
Yeah. Nope. So I don't want to lock the aspect ratio. Huh. Usually I end up using an art program to make my SVG files and then import them into. Right now I'm just trying to just do it here.
One program as opposed to multiple.
Yeah.
But it's telling you absolutely not.
Yeah. Of course I'm running into that problem too where I won't go down. Okay, so I'm 0. Now can I have this be 172 millimeters long, please? Thank you.
Okay. That line just did not want to participate.
No, the other one just didn't want to participate. That's fine. Then I'll just... Fine.
Sometimes I'm like, is
Screw
it
you,
me
buddy.
or is it the computer? And sometimes it's me, and most of the time
It's the computer.
And I'm glad when it's the computer because I'm like, phew, at least it wasn't me.
Right.
Because usually I'm the variable that is a little off.
Well, the one thing I'm not seeing that I really kind of wish this did, that I know the Adobe products do, I know you guys can't see me fumble with the UI here. I can type in the numbers I want, and I can hit the arrow keys to move the lines to the numbers I want. One of the things I can do with most of the Adobe programs is I can click in the button in the field where I'm going to type in the numbers, and then hold the mouse button down and drag the mouse, and that'll make the numbers go up and down, so I can just kind of fiddle it in, right? This program's not doing it, which is okay. That's not an expected thing, but I really want to do that because I just went over a little bit. Just go over a little bit. All right, fine. I'll figure it out by numbers.
Oh yeah, it was Alanis Morissette, and I was gonna say that, but I was just.
Who? What? Where?
That was singing about Uncle Joey.
Oh, okay.
That song is about Uncle Joey. He's the one who burned her so bad.
So delete that. This one I'm gonna have at 176.
You ought to know from Jagged Little Pill. Yes, I'm like it's stuck in my head, and I'm hearing the loop.
So it's part of that song.
That song is about Uncle Joey.
It's about Uncle Joey.
She dated him, and he ruined her life, and she made a really good hit off of it, and I love it.
Okay, I don't think I've ever knew who it was that had wronged her for that song. So
that was Uncle Joey.
How should I know Uncle Joey?
Uncle Joey from Full House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And then that also came up because he voiced one of the real Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm full circle. Sorry, I'm distracted.
It's okay. I was like getting there, but then I didn't go there, and then they picked up what I was putting down, which I appreciated. Okay.
Cut these on
Okay.
plywood 5mm and process.
You're getting progress, so I'll wait 1 second. But Advixen just posted the Hammer of Rohan.
Oh, okay.
With that lady in her cool outfit, and
There's a couple, because the destroyers are a race. It's not just one guy. So you had the one guy that appeared a couple times in the movies, and then you had 3 more show up with, that hammer. Oh, her hammer's cooler. Because what I remember from Guardians of the Galaxy, the handle was literally just a stick. There wasn't anything else to it. She's got more detail on her stick. She's got a high-tech stick. So, yeah.
that could be fun to make, Kimbo.
Yeah, that could be fun to
And
make.
I think it glows.
I think it does, yeah.
Which is fun.
Right, that helps.
Yeah, okay. I was curious, and now I know. And here are the Infinity Stones and where they were. So
Okay.
there was the Space... try to zoom in. Space Stone, Thor, Captain America's Avengers, the Tesseract, Asgard.
I made the Tesseract, okay. So I
Okay,
did
Mind
do that one.
Stone, Avengers, Winter Soldiers, Age of Ultron, Civil War.
Chitauri Scepter. Okay, so that was Loki Scepter, so I've done that one.
Reality Stone, The Dark World, Aether,
The Nowhere
Nowhere
Collectors
Collectors
Museum,
Museum.
so that's the 3D printed one.
Yeah. Power Stone, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Orb, and Xander Nova Corpse Vault.
Okay, so that one I have not done.
The Power Stone.
The Power Stone.
Time Stone, Doctor Strange, Eye of
Agamotto.
Mabu.
So I've done that one. I've done
Okay.
the Eye of Agamotto. And the Soul
And
Stone,
is
which,
question.
because of the time that this was written, Infinity War hadn't come out yet, but at this point we know that you get the Soul Stone you sacrifice a soul to get a Soul Stone.
Yeah, so.
And I pushed Joe off the building, so I got the Soul Stone.
You did.
And then
He's never been on since.
Yeah, he hasn't been on since. That wasn't planned. That's 100% what happened.
It was foreshadowing in the real
But
world.
Joe's okay. He really is.
He's in the stone, the Soul Stone. that pink stuff down there? Oh wait, that's the table you have underneath.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
I had the camera on there.
Oh,
and I
that's
was like,
fine.
"Oh, that's also some more Gonzo cast-off wood, huh? Because
Exactly what that is more Gonzo cast-off stuff.
The thing is Gonzo always uses the same color, so I can pick his stuff out. I'm like, oh, that's leftover Gonzo prop.
Yeah, that table's actually made from the same type of wood, just instead of being 5 millimeters thick, that table's like 30.
Yeah, different projects.
Yeah.
I love using scrap wood because it's free, cheap, and easy.
Yep.
It's free because it's already been paid for with the other projects. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. What is it telling me? Okay, I see.
So yeah, I knew I hadn't done the Guardians of the Galaxy one because I kept looking at that, and that's basically another 3D print type of project, which I'm not against.
So
but,
the one you are missing is the Power Stone?
the purple one.
Yeah.
And I remember as being red. Whatever.
Okay.
Apparently I know my colors. Good thing I'm the painter, right?
Honestly, when it's on camera, they change things up all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. Okay. Oh, Louis Cossey, they forgot one stone, the Soul Train stone. They had the Soul Train on the new Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Have you seen that movie yet?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
So is it Soul Train like the old show, or is it something else?
I'm not going to spoil nothing.
Fine. I can assume it's something else.
You know, I had somebody tell me that if you assume something, that makes an ass out of you and me.
Yep.
But it turns out he was just an ass.
Didn't have to assume anything. He was just an ass.
His name was Tom.
Oh, Tom
Old
ass.
boss. Yeah.
Right. That guy. Never met him, but heard about him. Because dude's an ass.
Oh, no, that's a different person.
Oh, okay.
Lots of asses.
There's lots of asses. That and on this edge. We'll just put the whole pack together with super glue.
Says you have 2 gauntlets now, so sorry, Joe. Worth it. Sacrifice.
Yeah. Because I made Iron Man's gauntlets. I do have 2 gauntlets. I was actually having to noodle that one out. I was like, what does he mean? Oh, right. You know, one of the most fun things with that Vixen, there goes saying it in Bad Vexen, you post any kind of picture to Discord, post any kind of picture online. The first thing that guy does is zooms in on it and looks at all the weird details in the corner. It's great. I
appreciate people who do that. I genuinely do, but I also do it too.
Right. Oh, I have done it too.
I do it all the time.
And something else I'll do is I'll see a picture posted that has like the geolocator thing, a little bit of clues as to where it may or may not be. And it's like, okay, where's this? I got some clues here. I know this. I know the time of day. Yeah.
I was going to post some pictures from my trip that I took and see if you guys could figure out where I was, but then I didn't end up doing it because I fell asleep. I had a great time on my trip.
That's good. I'm glad
and I
you had
took
good
a
time.
lot of photos, but I did not post a single one to social media.
Okay.
Wait, I lied. Discord counts as social media. I posted one.
Right.
In front of the big Godzilla photo because it was awesome. Because Godzilla.
Because Godzilla.
Right?
I like that Louisiana got enough snow that someone was able to build a Godzilla snowman in Baton Rouge. It's like, that's both awesome and scary. Because you're not supposed to build a snowman in Baton Rouge.
Weather's getting weird.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to build a snowman?
Justin Diaz says, Odin, I love how you make your props.
Thank you, Justin.
Okay, people are having conversations with each other, which I appreciate, but I feel like
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of it if I read it.
Right, I don't want to jump in on someone's conversation. That's not...
Ralph Mork says, I find good wood while dumpster diving. Made a few metal casting flakes frames from it. Free is my favorite F word. I agree.
Yeah, free's a great F word.
My dad used to work... So after he retired from his real job, he was working at estate sales.
Okay.
Because he was shopping them.
Yeah.
And then he ended up going and working for them, and then he would get like clearing up after the estate sale anything that didn't sell or something like that.
Oh, okay.
He would get like first access to it and stuff like that. So I've gotten a lot of really cool stuff. Like I got my washer and dryer; they were brand new from that.
Cool.
But I do shop the free first, and my parents have a lot of good free stuff on their farm, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm a very resourceful person.
Resourceful,
Resourceful,
is absolutely the proper term for I like to reuse free stuff. Resourceful is
Yeah. I don't got money to buy this new, make it new, or get this stuff new to build it,
Right.
but I have the creativity to see this hunk of garbage and go, that could be a chandelier.
Yep.
No,
and
true.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Pulled that out of my head, but I'm like, wait, I did make a
You
chandelier
did exactly
last
that.
week.
Yeah, chandelier and a couple of good planters out of what was effectively garbage.
Yeah. A couple
So-
live streams ago, Odin's
Yeah.
neighbor had a big pile of trash out front of their house.
Well.
That's with a sign that said free.
Effectively, it was trash. It was they'd taken all the old late '80s, late '70s light fixtures out of the house and put in new fixtures. So it was these weird geometric glass containers.
Yeah, which are really gorgeous. People use them now as not now. Use that shape to put like plants and stuff in them. And anyways, I used those for a wedding, and I made this chandelier out of flowers and things, and I
Yep.
pieced all this weird garbage together, and it looked amazing.
Yep.
And my sister-in-law, who
Virtuoso
I did
artist
the wedding
with garbage.
for, was like, "Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful." Like I feel bad because, like, her part
Of course it does. I'm sorry.
her part of the contribution to the wedding was like the decor and that kind of stuff, and she felt like she was being cheap because I was really helping her out, making it really pretty with my talents and skills. And I'm like, girl, I understand, like, yes, they're throwing a lot more money at that part of the wedding, but they can't afford me. Like, that's
Right.
what you're getting. Like, like, yes, you could buy these things pre-made from other people and it would probably cost you a whole lot more. But just because it didn't cost us a lot of money doesn't mean it's any less valuable. And she really did love what ended up.
Yeah.
People were asking for my card, and apparently I should do weddings.
Yes and no.
I feel like a wedding's like an easy set.
A wedding is an easy set, and maybe that level, yes. But as a video guy, no.
No. Oh, I knew that a long
No.
time ago. Getting into videos, I wasn't gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, do you want to shoot my wedding? So I've only done a couple, way, last century. No offense to anybody who's a photographer, because there are still post-processing and picture picking that you have to do for photos, right? You're still cropping a little bit, and you're still adjusting colors. There's still processing you have to do to photos. I feel like there's a lot more work that goes into making a video out of all the random crap you shot.
Honestly, what I find is like people don't want those edited videos as much as they want to just see a camera in a
Right.
fixed spot and they're like, oh, that's Uncle Joe, that's Uncle, like.
At this point, probably not.
Yeah.
But when I was doing it, no, they
Definitely wanted
they
it.
definitely wanted it. But at this point, no, maybe not.
It also could be cultural.
This is probably true too.
So, no.
Because if I was editing it, Uncle Joey may not end up being in it.
Yeah. Realize I do a lot of stuff for free that people spend a lot of money to hire people to do because I'm too cheap to do it myself.
And you just want to help their family, their friends. Oh, sure, I can help with that. Yeah.
Right.
Get it? Been
Maker's
there?
gonna make. Yeah, but at least I still got it, right?
Yeah.
I try.
Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to make a piece that goes. So I got this box. So this box is all nice and happy for attaching the tubes.
Okay.
I'm going to put a piece across here for more tube connection. Sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. I'm just catching up because we got a lot of comments. But this is important.
Yeah.
We're making progress. Look at this.
It's all good.
Hey, you're doing it in metric. That's weird. Why? No, I'm teasing. You do it.
You do you, weirdo. I just heard that.
I'm just giving you shit because I realized that it's just like, hey, I don't recognize those unit spacings. Let's see. Dan Does Junk says, at Odin Makes, did your beam rifle video get limited monetization?
I don't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think it did, and I think we were joking about making other beam weapons. So yeah, Dan, who's looking at making more Gundam stuff, call it beam things. And be careful about the
watch out for the G word.
Well, not just the G words, but other subsequent words. You know, you've got your, call it the beam weapon or call it something like that. Yeah, no, very smart. Good question. Dan's making more Gundam, so.
Walker Innovations, after your Proton Packs, were you guys going to make some other props like trap, PKE needle, or goggles, or just the packs and wands?
We have the plans for...
Yeah, we have plans and desires to make more of that stuff.
Like, this is the plans and stuff that we have that has been sent to us.
Right.
Not necessarily. He might do a video on making a ghost trap and stuff, but right now...
65.
Post Proton Pack, the future's fuzzy. Have no idea.
Yeah, the future's pretty fuzzy.
We're getting through this. It's been a couple of years.
It has.
Finish it eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Shady says, Happy Sunday, Ralph Mork. That one is on my list too at Mighty Guitar Mods. Okay. Again, in middle of conversations, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I love that you guys are conversating. Please don't stop.
Yes. No, that is great. I'm glad that, you know, this isn't all about us.
Iana Liz says, at Odin Makes, can I see your rando mando? And are you using pre-existing designs or something you custom for you?
I am modifying pre-existing designs, and I haven't modified them much. The only thing I've really modified are the shin armor pieces and the gauntlets, both of which I pretty much just added more greebles to.
Did the lighting change? It feels different.
That does feel different.
Is it just me?
No, that
Okay.
looks a lot brighter. That looks blown out.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. I just noticed that changed. And I was like, is it just me noticing it change or did it change?
No.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
No. Huh. I don't know.
All right.
What are the camera? If I walk by the camera and it like readjusted the iris, but the iris shouldn't be set to auto.
No, it looks
Huh.
like it zoomed out. I don't know. It just feels different. Like way different.
Yeah, it looks way different in multiple ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because
like,
we didn't
what
see the corner of
changed?
the screen before. Huh. Well, we didn't
It's
lose
okay,
the
we're
stream,
live.
so whatever.
All right. Justin Diaz says, Felicia, you're so positive and I love your personality. Well, thank you. I try. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was seeing that. Okay, Mighty Guitar Mod says the screen flashes, and now the shot is zoomed out a little more, and it's washed out. So
how long did that happen?
I think it was pretty quick after I noticed. Like, it wasn't like that, and then I noticed.
Okay.
I don't know. It's
the camera reset.
It's okay. It works for now. Till the end of the stream, we're almost done.
2 more minutes out.
Yeah, like
I might have kicked the cable or stepped on the power cable
the
as you keep
colors
walking
look
past
very
it.
different.
It does. It looks very different. But this is why I've got everything hooked into something else. Hooked into multiple things, right? Anyway.
It's okay. At least we're live. We made it.
Yeah, we're only live.
Is this so you don't lose it or break it?
That was just left over.
Okay.
Tape is not critical.
No, I was just wondering what happened. Okay. Okay. Mighty Guitar Mod says hasn't been like that for very long.
Oh, okay.
Advixen says, no offense to the original video format. This feels more like a live stream template.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. Sorry, camera guy, so I set things up the way I want it to look.
Not a camera person. I just go, okay, this is what it is. Something looks different. Somebody asked a question, and I missed the question, and I want to see the question now, so I'm going to go back. Okay. Oh, Louis Kashi said, side question. Have you ever used black light reflective paint? If so, how should it be thinned?
With water?
And Iona says, Plaid FX has a glow-in-the-dark paint, and you don't want to thin it unless you use it in an airbrush. Just add a bit of water to thin it.
Yeah.
Lasers!
Lasers! Sorry you can't actually see the laser path from this angle, but you know.
We're seeing the crackers get cut.
Yeah, seeing the crackers get cut. All right, takes a little bit.
I still find Toby cares. Makes me listen so much, but appreciate that he's still with me.
You touched the laser.
This is the depth finder laser, which when it's smoky you can see it because it's coming from the corner over here.
Oh, okay.
That's how it can automatically or automate how thick material is.
Interesting.
The more you know.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm really happy with this machine. This has been a fantastic. It's a CO2 laser. This is not a cheap machine. This has been a really awesome tool to get to work with.
It's been doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
As somebody who's toasted a few marshmallows trying to cut things out. Started a few small fires, just gonna say. Fun problems,
like
right?
Yeah.
Hey,
What's that?
it looks very supportive.
That is overstretching this hole, so I need to cut.
I feel like this should just be a flat piece at this point, like these little holes and stuff like that.
I figured I'd just let the pipe still go up into it.
Yeah, because it'll cover it, but I'm like...
Yeah, but like last time, I'm now going to have to cut a couple of millimeters off these, because...
Could you just turn this thing on and go zzz?
Yeah! You want me to do that? It'll make a bunch of dust in the room.
Oh, wait. I don't care either way. I was just like, what's the easiest way? We already have it cut. Do we need...
That is the easiest way, absolutely. I am being a slave to the laser, because I actually have one and I can play with it.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Mighty Guitar Mods is saying at Odin Makes, are you going to shield the electronics?
Okay.
Are we going to shield the electronics? Does it need to be?
That would be my first question. No, I wasn't planning on it because I wasn't aware I really had to worry about it. It's going to end up being inside of a box, inside of a mostly wooden box.
Nothing else is going to be in this box. This is where we're putting the power source. This is where we're putting in the sound.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on putting much else into that box.
We're putting a block here to mount the B-hook.
Right.
And this box is just being reinforced so that these things can all be attached
to the PVC pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So, wasn't planning on it?
Not
Do
additional.
I need to?
If we need to, let us know and we can do it. We're leaving things accessible so we can get into them. That was the whole point of wherever it is. Nope, that's not it. This thing that we need to cut a new one out of. We left all these holes so that things could be accessible.
Yep. The motherboard.
This is the motherboard?
That would be the motherboard that goes in the back that supports everything. But when I did this, I left a hole here that I need to correct. And I was going to cut out 2 copies of this so I could put tabs on the packages and have it, you know, the panel lines would be a little smaller, so you could lay the panel onto it and screw it in. It would hold it in place, basically.
Yeah. Working on this.
Working on that. That takes a larger machine because that piece is too big to fit inside of the X-Tool laser, which is still a pretty big machine. It's like 300 by 600 millimeters, so it's almost 1 foot by 2 foot.
I feel like you can still cut out a bodice.
Oh, you can cut a lot of stuff out of that machine. But the motherboard as a single piece is too big to fit. So I'll just use the other atom stack laser to do it.
Iana Liv, lasers are so much awesome. LOL.
Yeah, they're fun.
Miss Toby so much. Felicia, how's Bruno?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
I have right now in my house, I have Garfield and Odie running around.
DJ Stumpy, the neighbor has moved out of their flat. The council has stripped the kitchen to replace with new, so I've been skip diving for greebles and any bits of wood I can make use of.
That's
right?
awesome. That's awesome.
The thing is you have to have a good place to store it that isn't ending up being a junk pile itself. You don't want to invite room for pests, dusts, and nastiness.
Right.
But resourcefulness, I appreciate. Do you know what I mean? There's a fine line of, is it organized chaos or is it chaos?
Right.
Lasers.
Lasers. Just a quick cut to remove a couple millimeters. So in all honesty, I do need to clean that debris tray out because that is a fire hazard. So even though I keep tossing these little bits of wood back in there, I do need to clean all those out.
They are easier to burn because they're already pre-charcoaled, so they can...
Basically, also, the laser doesn't stop just because it's hitting here. It goes all the way into that, but it's diffusing. You know how you play with the flashlight, you get it close to the wall, it's a little tiny circle, you pull the flashlight away from the wall, and it's a big circle. Laser does the same thing. Yeah. And that big circle of the laser can still burn things in that tray, and especially foam. So you do need to. I do need to clean
sawdust on the bottom is flammable.
Yeah, it's flammable.
Yeah.
I need to clean the debris tray out.
Right.
So right now I am doing a bad example, but you know.
And we're all watching. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's better. That's a lot less stress.
Bernie Davis says the top pack label is missing, and it's making me crazy.
Oh.
Which label are we missing?
It must be one that goes up here.
Oh.
Right? Does it go here?
We have the stickers right here. Is it one we're missing?
I'm sure it is. We just, we're going to get lots of stuff wrong. This is why we really love having you guys here. Because you're going to help to remind us to dot our T's and cross our I's.
Okay, so these are just the circuit board stickers. So I don't think it's this. None of these stickers.
No, that's all the gizmo.
Yeah, this is
There should be an envelope. Is it in that heavy envelope?
Yeah, it's that envelope.
The Moby stickers. I'm sure it's in there. I'm sure. No, that could be totally wrong. So once we figure out what this sticker is.
Whoops. Psycho Magno.
Oh, yeah. That's for the slime thrower.
Danger, high voltage.
So, just pick it up and say which sticker, because the big danger one goes on the motherboard. So which sticker is it that we're supposed to put up? And is it up here that we're missing? Does it go on one of these?
I don't know.
Well, I keep asking the question.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not giving them a chance to answer.
It's okay.
I won't be cutting anymore because we're pretty much at time. So
yeah, these are the stickers we have not stuck, and I don't think we're gonna stick these stickers here. The little mesh, because we can just use mesh.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they exist, but.
Bernie, the top pack label is missing. It's making me crazy.
Smells interesting.
Don't see another answer from Bernie. Okay. Richard Stroh, while I'm thinking about it, whatever happened to the feathers of the Captain Hook hat? We have those. They are packed in a safe container. So we probably need to go back to doing the Captain Hook hat when this is done, because we did get stuff sent for making Peter Pan's Captain Hook hat.
That's a good project for now.
Sounds like a great passion. The one with the circuit pattern on it.
I do have a Tinkerbell costume, so.
Will you put them away?
Oh, sorry.
He finally answered the one of the.
Which one?
The one with the circuit pattern on it. So these guys. So.
The ones that look like. But didn't we use those?
Well, there was 2 left over.
Because we used 1 for each pack.
Yeah. Well, there was 3 on the sticker sheet. Yeah. So on camera 4, is it this sticker? Is this a circuit pattern sticker? Which I'm sure it is, because that's about the only one that's left for circuit pattern. Because I know we ended up having extras, right? So it should be that one. Or okay. Yeah. Is it this big warning sticker? This is the first one that came to mind because I had no idea where this went. Or is it the little circuit pattern here? And then, if it's going on the back of the pack, are we talking in this part of the pack is where it goes? So I know I'm touching my finger, it doesn't help a whole lot. Anyway.
The red warning one. This one.
The red warning one. Okay, that goes in the top of the pack. Okay. Okay.
Did they give us a...
No, and that makes sense because the few pictures I've looked at, I didn't see where that one went, and I was wondering where that one went.
Okay.
Aaron gives us a medal, says, yeah, laser first. We could totally sand it, but use the laser first. Yep.
The stickers I have not stuck sounds like a song.
It's a band. Good evening, everyone. We're the stickers that have not stuck, and hopefully tonight our set isn't going to suck. So let's go. Sorry. That's why I'm not on stage.
Laser first. Okay.
Last panel piece for today. I was hoping to get a little further along, but we still didn't do too bad. There's a lot of talking that happens with this, and so it just becomes...
But also...
There we go. Get it in there. Stick it in there.
Waiting for glue to dry.
Yep.
Sometimes waiting for things to dry eats up most of my time on projects.
Yeah, it eats up a lot of time. This is kind of cool because this means next week we can probably put these tubes in, collector tubes, right? What were these called?
Reactor tubes?
Reactor tubes, yeah, because now we're... Yeah.
Do we paint them before we attach them?
Yeah, we're going to want to paint them black.
Okay.
And I might want to make whole new ones from Schedule 200.
Do you want to wrap them in black foam so they're the same texture? Or do you want to just spray paint them black and call it a day?
Well, we just spray painted black and
Yeah,
call it
because
a day.
we plasti dipped
So
it anyways and it matches these ones.
Yeah, these are all painted black. There's a bunch of black stuff on here already, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it when all the textures all match, but that's okay. Okay.
We're making progress!
Yes! Progress happened!
Progress!
Alrighty, now with a 30-second delay, because we're talking to Lewis from space. There's the battery, so let's turn this back on. May as well be on. It isn't still on, right? No. There we go.
Now it's lighting up.
Okay. So, we got the pack. There's a warning sticker that goes here that we're missing. And assume it's on this part because this is smooth and this has ribs. So, the question becomes...
Okay.
And is this something we want to figure out with...
Proton Pack sticker placement GB fans.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Motherboard. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, it is there. All right, because it's... Yeah. Great picture. Really hard to see, but is this a... more...
Okay. Because I'm getting stuck in cookie settings.
Okay.
It's not letting me Oh. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
nope, it blocked it. Where does it go?
Okay. Interesting, because we made all these to be very equal, but this
Oh, there they
pack
are.
they're not. But that's okay.
Okay, see? There it is.
Oh, okay.
Warning labels go there, there, and there. There, there, and there.
Okay. I got this one that's slightly different, but it's still the same photo. Okay. And all of our parts are all equal across the top, and these aren't. Oh, well.
Well, from this label, actually it goes right there.
Gotcha. So the warning goes along with... the warning side of the label is underneath the circle bit here, which we could actually make this...
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get those stuck on.
We have stickers. We can
There's
stuck
stickers. Let's get them stuck. Let me get some alcohol so we can clean...
the dust off.
Yeah. Get the dust off.
Robert Kraut being stuck in cookies.
I got out of them, thankfully. But
Right.
yes, I was like, I'm trying to deselect cookies.
Good.
Talk about non-committing on stickers. We're committing on stickers today.
Yeah, but we got confirmation on reference for which stickers
Oh.
get stuck.
And there it goes back to washed out.
Okay, so it's going back and forth between settings, just FYI for your...
I didn't touch anything. It's the ghost in the garage.
Louis Cossi says GB Fans is the authority on info.
Actually, they really had the best
They-
reference
yeah.
images I've seen so far. And I've that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, not gonna lie, we hadn't put that one on yet because I hadn't seen where to go with it. So,
We got the Caution Hot sticker on, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, okay.
Is there one we're missing his from here?
No, I just was looking and I was like, oh.
Yeah, caution hot's on there, right?
Yeah.
Here.
No.
No? Oh. Is there a caution hot over here?
No.
Okay.
I was just like, I didn't recognize
Alright.
that there was a sticker on that spot. Am I being crazy? Sorry, I'm just...
It's okay.
That piece that they're pointing at isn't on here yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
See?
that might be part of it. That's with the... Gotcha. Yeah, we really need to get the tubes on. So the tubes will go on next week.
Tubes next week.
2 weeks, whatever it is.
2 weeks, yeah.
Month
You
and a
gotta
half.
get the skinny tubes. Not the skinny tubes, the thin-walled tubes.
Want to get the thin-walled PVC pipe tubes, yeah.
Alright.
There we are. So now I clean it again to get the
Let it dry.
Yeah, let it dry. I had put a bunch of paper towel lint onto the pack, which is not going to help clean it any. Alrighty.
I told Moby he needed a placement instruction sheet.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Bernie Davis says, "Hallelujah! I feel relief, LOL."
Sorry, Bernie. Thank you.
Louis Cossey says, "Big caution goes on the motherboard top center."
When we get the motherboard attached, then we will.
Yeah, I don't have a motherboard attached or painted yet. So I'm going to lay it on, and I am, yeah.
And Bernie Davis says, "You're welcome for the Moby Signs link BTW."
Yes, thank you. No, you guys have been great. This has been a lot of fun for us, and a lot of fun, at least for me, because of the amount of collaboration that you guys give us, and showing us resources, showing us love by
Being
custom
patient.
casting aluminum parts, sending us custom-made leather holsters for our PKE meters. Yeah, being patient, giving us resources of other things to look at. No, this has been really cool for me. This has been yeah.
It's been a fun project.
Been a really fun project. Okay.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
And fun.
Stickers on top. I'm very excited about putting these on, or on the other side, and then having the collector plate come down and start to do the tubes, which need to find the tubes, and the little bits that go on it, those are all 3D printed, so we can hopefully get all that glued together. Those are all brass, right? All the little banjo pieces.
How does this one go?
High voltage 1000.
Was that the one that I was like, where's that sticker?
Maybe.
Is that the one that I was...
Maybe.
Maybe.
You got the guys here now.
Right? Nope, that's caution hot.
Okay. Oops, battery just fell out. It didn't die. Need to go through and poke at those LEDs. They're crooked.
Oh, it's still loading the other images. It's just being slow for me at the moment.
Okay.
There, that one.
Danger, high voltage. Yeah,
Goes
that's
on
one.
that thing.
Oh, okay.
It goes.
It goes on
This
here.
thing, distressed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I just have to be patient and let these things load, and then we have reference images. Okay, I am going to send you this website that I have on. I know you already looked it up on your thing, but I'm
Doesn't matter.
texting it to you so you have it.
Thank you.
All right, just texted it to you. I'm sure there's. Maybe I should put it on the Discord.
Sure.
It is what I already.
You're
wiped
done.
Out of it.
I'm done. We did that part.
Ralph Moore,
So you
need
would-
brass pieces too?
Yes, we need brass pieces too, and they were 3D printed originally.
Were they? I thought we used a pencil. Or a different brass
Well,
piece.
that was for this one here, but there's some other little fiddly bits. There's
Those pieces, this piece,
yeah,
and then
this is a bronzing. This is a bronze brazing rod. There's a brass rod that comes out of here that originally was a pencil, but there are little pieces that were old pneumatic tube fittings that aren't made anymore that were all originally brass. Those are the pieces we need. And they're not very big, but yeah. Okay.
hey, it's changed again.
Oh, it has.
Like it might.
Well, you know, my camera's getting old too, so maybe this camera is showing me that, dude, I'm done with this shit. I've been looking at your face for freaking 8 years. I'm done. Yeah, it has gone back. Okay. That's not exciting.
Bernie Davis says brass fitting and Libris elbows.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
a name I remember seeing before. Libris elbows.
Oh, you're actually going to stick these ones down now?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay.
We can just stick them on and then
Distress them
later. Jumping ahead a little bit here. This is still wet.
No, I know. I was trying to be patient, but then I'm not.
either.
Who's patient?
Well-
Not I.
We started late, so now we're running a little late. But once we get these,
We
stickers
made
done-
progress.
Yes, we've actually
we
worked on the
made significant progress. We have electronics mounted.
Yes,
We-
mounted. Yes,
Mounted. We have structural reinforcement.
yes,
We have proper sticker placement.
yes.
We have made progress on multiple fronts that we didn't even have listed on my notes. If that is easy.
Our part's a little small. It doesn't fit because I know the sticker's the right size, but our our thing's a little whatever. This is why it's distressed.
I was going to hand you a knife, but your pile of knives isn't where it belongs.
Yeah, no, it's
There you go.
okay.
Stephen Hall says packs are looking great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Louis Cossey, with your V-hook, add a little stop piece at the end of the female V-hook. One stick in the V-hooks. A little spacer gives it wiggle room.
Okay. Yeah, we use the
Ralph made us custom ones that just kind of click.
yeah, and there's a QPack file. I think is what we used. What? Is that
For a
right?
second there, I thought you Sharpied it, and I was like, that's genius, but then I realized you cut it, so it took me a second to process what happened.
Nope, that was genius. She said it. Okay. Ralph Morick was nice enough to make us a pair of V-hooks. They were custom cast from solid aluminum, based off of, I'm pretty sure, the Q files. I can't remember what it's called. It was Q something, which is not fair because the guy was nice enough to jump in on a stream. That's where all my Greebles are 3D printed from. So, yeah, if I need a stop, I'll put it on there. But from what I remember, those aluminum ones were... We haven't put weight on them yet, but I don't ever need to paint them. All I got to do is mount them, and they're done. So hopefully they'll be okay. Was that expensive?
And it's just your calipers.
Oh, just the highly sensitive, delicate measuring device that I bought at Harbor Freight Tools for $20. It's fine.
There's stuff that fell down there, but nothing that looks like you need it at the moment.
Okay.
There's a
probably.
washer. There's
The big washer didn't drop. That I was worried about. It was
a
probably
jump ring.
yeah. Do you have the other
Sticker?
danger sticker?
Yes. Where is it? I spy.
Yeah, the white one.
The white sticker on this page.
Yeah, the white sticker on the white page with the red writing because everything else on there's red and white.
Richard Strode says, hey, Odin and Felicia, I'm making you guys wands. That's awesome.
I have to make a bunch of wands. I'm helping out with a Harry Potter themed party for a friend,
Okay.
and gotta have magic wands. So of course I
Yeah.
trimmed up the trees in my backyard,
Hey, look, wands.
and I was
Not
gonna.
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a little too.
Harry's is a stick. It's a very nice stick, but
I think that's fine for now.
I was also thinking of like tying a string with a feather
Oh,
to
okay.
them just to make them magic wands.
Sure.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. I want to thank everybody for sticking with us for the past years while we work on this particular project. And I really appreciate the worldwide help that we've been getting with getting this project going and getting it done. I'm very happy that the electronics got placed and that stuff is happening.
Right after our non-productive hiatus.
Yeah, oh man, was a non-productive hiatus. And personally having that's just shining on my face, isn't it? Personally having massive non-production hiatuses as well. So I will ask about, I'm trying to align the LEDs so they're not crooked. I will ask about putting a housing, put a shielding onto the electronics. And honestly, the person I'm going to ask is one of the moderators. So that question's already been asked. But if we need to, we'll absolutely put a box around this to help keep it protective. Because I'm not really against it, just it didn't occur to me because I'm putting it in a box. I don't know. I don't expect next stream to bring out the giant atom stack laser and try and get things cut. I will once again attempt to do that in between, just because the amount of rearranging required to set up that particular tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen, we still have other things we can work on.
Right.
So we're avoiding that this whole time so that we have access to everything. So it's not like
right.
Yeah.
But absolutely want to get the collection tubes put on next time, because that's what we got going on here. Would also interested in making more bits and pieces. I may work on that because I got stuff set up, so I may come out and just work on that and get more stuff cut. I won't glue anything though until we're live.
Yeah.
So.
Yana says, Felicia, are you really using branches? Yeah, I'm using real branches. I've
Yeah.
pre-caught them, and now I'm letting them dry out, and then I'm going to decorate them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Why
using
not?
real wood.
Yeah.
I have trees with branches that need to be trimmed, and they're in stick lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also
Very
made like a
doable.
brief. I like playing in branches and sticks, and I feel like I throw away so much resources every time I trim my trees. But
Yeah.
oh no,
It
it is what it is. But yeah, crafter's gonna craft, maker's gonna make.
Yep.
Can't help it. Ace says progress is always good.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Ace.
Louis Cossey, get a guitar stand or build a PVC one for the packs to sit on. We have to.
Right.
Like when we get them mounted, we should probably have a mount to mount them on.
Yeah, some way to.
I really like the guitar mounts that look like hands
Yeah, right.
that are mounted to the wall.
But there's a type of guitar rack that I've seen the
I know,
guys
it's
use
the-
that just
yeah.
hold. Yeah, and seen it with the cons, and that's a great idea.
And they're not that expensive.
No.
But we can also build. Maker's gonna make.
It'll
Whatever's
happen.
gonna be cheaper, the resources and materials to make our own.
Or a
just
$12
one
guitar
that's already
stand.
done. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's no right answer or wrong answer, but thank you, because that's
Yes.
not even on my brain. I probably
Nope.
should write it down.
Yep.
Don't forget stand.
Don't you forget about me.
Stand. Yeah. Well, look at all these notes that we are ignoring.
Oh, there's so many notes. I am horrible at taking notes
We also
because I'm
need
horrible
tubing.
going back and re-looking at the notes. Yeah, we need the split loom tubing or the
I'm very
non-split
good at
tubing.
notes.
That's
I
good.
rainbow order them and do them in colors as much as I can so that most of the information can be conveyed a mile away.
Okay. Good.
I try.
That's
Because
awesome.
I'm so chaotic, I need it.
Very chaotic. Myself. I'm way ready for lunch. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Hopefully there aren't any last minute comments because I see your check-in, which is great.
Bernie Davis says, I won't be here next Sunday due to work. I'll catch it on the replay. Well, we won't be here
Okay.
next Sunday either.
Yep. We'll be back in 2 weeks, which will be the first week. No, yeah. Oh, wait. I should double check that. That's not Stockton Con, is it?
It would be the first week of February. Groundhog's Day, my sister's birthday. That's next week.
That's next week.
And then it's the 9th.
Okay, so the 9th is fine. That's not the week after that is Stockton Con.
Yes.
Where's my calendar? Probably just start putting the damn live streams on my calendar.
So, that's the plan. Robert Kraut, I always need notes to remember my
Yeah.
notes. I love sticky notes. I genuinely do.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll live stream again on the 9th. And then again on the 23rd, hopefully. And in between those, I will be at Stockton Con. You are welcome to come along if you'd like.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I have no idea, how my life is going to be in a couple weeks, so we'll find,
Okay, yep, I get that.
Right? I had all the good intentions to go to SAC Anime. All the good, and
Yep.
then last minute I had to
Do a wedding.
decorate
Yeah. It's okay.
I have good intent. Wait, what did my mom always say? Good intent,
Yep, paved to hell.
Yeah.
You're going
The
to
road
hell.
to hell
That's-
is paved with good intentions.
Your
yes.
mom says you're going to hell.
Oh, she knows me too well. Yes. Okay. I will
Okay.
trade you sides.
All
because
good.
You need this side to sign off. Or
Actually,
is it this side?
no, I think it's over here that we started the live stream from. So for
It's not
once,
this
it's
one.
over here.
Oh, cool.
Now, if you want, you can cut the camera forward. just because, hey, I lined the thing up. Isn't that exciting? But anyway, that's what I was fiddling with a little bit ago. Everyone, I want to thank you very much for joining us. I want to thank you, Ghosts of the Garage, for helping us with readjusting the camera exposure. All of you Ghostbusters fans constantly giving us resources and pointers and sticking with us as we drag this thing out. Thank you very much. We'll see you again Sunday the 9th. So, thank you all very, very much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.